ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Station podcast. Now featuring frame rate. It's a wonderful, wonderful feature. You know the stupid thing is, I found out what was causing it. Yep, after some hefty diagnosis, I found out what was causing all the frame rate problems.
Do tell.
Windows Aero.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, never leave that on with XSplit.
Tell me how that makes sense.
It only makes sense if you understand the inner arcane workings. Basically, if you're a 7th level Git wizard of the XSplit faction.
It just happened to me!
As it turns out, we have to have someone on the show that is exactly that.
I don't understand it.
No, and Jesse's actually a level 1 apprentice. We have him clean out the cauldrons every now and again.
But he has that rich uncle who can get him the really snappy robe.
Let me get my swag on.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Windows 8, TB, and I was just going to quit out of the podcast right now.
Why would I even run that thing?
You said Windows, and I was like,
oh, no. Windows Aero, one of many things that interferes with XSplit, as well as mild northerly breezes and slight rain. But that's what happened. We have frame rate now. See, it's like we are moving in like possibly maybe 15 frames per second or whatever. It's like whatever Skype decides to throw it out at. But hey, it's definitely a hell of a lot better than last week, isn't it? God damn it. All right. Well, speaking of last week, I have people that were on here last week. Of course, Dodger, welcome to the show.
Hi. I am dressed today as all of the Sherlock Holmeses.
Yes, because you're indecisive.
Yeah. I don't have a pipe, though. It was very depressing. Oh, but one of them has one of those really fancy little pencil mustaches, so we're doing that right now.
Live on air.
No, you should do a Snidely Whiplash, like make it go like, yeah, like curl you up.
No, it has to be accurate. I have to be accurate.
If you screw this up, you're going to be stuck with it for the rest of the podcast.
I've got the Ronald Howard Deerstalker cap. I've got the messed up Robert Downey Jr. I might be drunk shirt.
You should just leave one half of it. Don't put the other half on.
Just choose one half of my face is the clean-shaven version.
Yes.
And then the other half.
No, the one half of your face has to be like the I shaved 2 days ago face.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. one, so you have to like dot it.
Oh, this might be getting too complicated. I don't want my costume to be
If you
mud.
think this is complicated, you should see your Doctor Who. It is a mess. It's like, this is the 11th Doctor, and this is the...
I messed it up. That's cool.
It's all right. You're stuck with it for the rest of the podcast now, so have fun with that.
Wait, hold on.
It's
do
fine.
the pose so people can get the picture of you in the pose, and then put it next to the one. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
Exactly. Perfect. Mwah!
I also noticed, Dodger, you're now invading Jesse's Windows space. I'm not sure how that happened, but...
Who is?
It's basically JP's fault. Right? Let me explain how something works. Right, this is how XSplit webcam shows work, right? It's really quite simple. You have this fancy overlay, and then you stick 4 webcam images behind it, which covers over all the squares and doesn't make it look hideous. Now, unfortunately, JP is a size queen. And as a result, his
size queen.
A size queen.
His webcam comes on, and his window is twice the size of anyone else's. I'll just show you. Look at this. Right, this is my window. All right, that's pretty reasonable. This is Dodger's window, so we're going well so far. And JP's window is twice the size. I've cut it down here. I've had to crop this thing. It's ridiculous. So, and I'm gonna have to change Jesse's window, because...
To be fair, on the stream, his thing looks totally fine.
It doesn't, though.
No.
You can clearly see. It looks like we've got you in cardboard sets right next to each other.
Hold on.
MLG style.
There you go.
I can't. It's this hand. No, this hand.
What, are you trying to push her over or something?
No, yeah. Give me a high five. Give me a high five. Dodger.
A bit further.
What?
Bit further in.
Sherlock isn't paying attention.
Too far. Back a bit. No. God, when I say back a bit, I don't mean half the fucking screen. Right, stop.
How are you not high-fiving me?
Oh, I see what's happening.
Sherlock's not paying attention, guys.
Up a bit. Up. Okay, and high five. Yes!
This is kind of creepy.
I'm sorry, I was so late to that. I didn't realize that part of my screen was inside. I missed all of this.
Okay, I'm just having to readjust Jesse, so he's going to be off screen for a second here. Speaking of which, Jesse, welcome to the show.
Hi, it's Halloween, the spookiest time of year, and I'm dressed as the wizard that I bought for the Magic the Gathering contest thing, and
because you're lazy, basically.
Now I don't want to buy another one. Costumes are too damn. The price of costumes is too damn high.
Exactly, man. So expensive.
So I'm getting my money's worth. I'm gonna wear this as much as possible until next Halloween. But until then, this is getting worn all the time. I want this to be tattered rags. By the time I just look like a hobo.
Never wash it at any point.
It's gonna become your bathrobe. You're just gonna put that on every time you get out of the shower.
Amazing.
That'll be a wonderful thing. As you can see, like half of you put some effort into Halloween, half of you really didn't. You know, JP's coming as JP. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show. I actually went looking for a costume yesterday, and I have to agree with Jesse, man. They're too damn high. A Batman costume was $40.
What?
And it's like,
my God.
It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was the worst looking costume I've ever seen. I was gonna get a bald cap thing to try to be TB for the show. That was like $60. Apparently, being bald is really cost.
As you can see, actually, I'm going for my world famous Dustin Browder costume right here.
There you go.
Dodger made a very good.
Do I have like a red mark? I do, don't I? I've got this giant red mark. It looks like I could just put some like little crosses across this. I could look like Frankenstein. It would be wonderful.
Get that marker, man.
Yeah, man. I can make that work. No, I think we'll go with the. I think this is a Davy Crockett hat of some sort. Either that or it's it's recently deceased roadkill. I'm not sure which.
It's Sly Cooper.
Saying that
I was saying that you made a very observant point. And I think you should readdress that now.
Oh, that if TB were to leave the hat off, you could say that perhaps TB and JP are going as twins for Halloween.
It's clearly not true. He doesn't have a cool shirt like mine.
Your shirts look eerily from here. Your shirts look eerily.
Just because they're grey, you don't even see the logo that's on this. I've got the tofu horse fridge shirt, which is awesome.
I've got a little Tommy Hilfiger nipple stamp on my shirt. So.
That's swag.
Tommy Hilfiger.
I'm gonna call it a nipple stamp for the rest of my life.
Can we just have that looped in animated GIF? Can someone make that, please? Because I think I need to add that to my phone, so whenever Jesse calls me, that's all it does.
Can you make it so that? Oh, that would be the best. Yes.
And that can someone get me a ringtone where it's just TV going, "Let the beat drop." That's it.
You can make that yourself. You don't even.
Yeah, but that requires lots of time. A lot of time.
It requires no time. I could make that for you.
Stop wearing your hat on sideways. It's stupid and it keeps falling off.
I'm a wizard.
You're the most impractical wizard I've ever seen.
Wizard, man. He's a
you should see the bottom half of my robe. I'm wearing it below my waist, around my ankles.
You're the kind of person that spells wizard with two Z's.
Kids never realize how silly they look.
Yes. I wear my robe gangster style.
Exactly.
WI $$ odd. Yeah, that would be how it is. You need a gigantic bling. Like, you didn't think this costume through. You need to just add this gigantic gold. Yeah, or just a gold $ around your neck. That would be wonderful.
Yes. Yeah. Next year.
Next year. Yes.
Next year, I'm gonna still wear the Zax.
Just add on to it every year.
Sorry, the game station's budget doesn't stretch to proper costumes for any of us. So
I'm wearing this forever. I may just never take this off. This is very comfortable.
Sleeves. Yeah, what you're not telling us is you're not wearing anything beneath it. That's probably why it's comfortable.
Oh no, I'm in boxers. I'm in boxers right now. Boxers and a t-shirt, man. There is nothing going on underneath this.
That's the life.
I would have gone camo, but I figure with this fabric, eventually, after 3 hours of sitting here, it would have just stuck to my ass.
Yeah. I was gonna say, exactly. I'm wondering which of us is gonna overheat first. I'm just.
You're gonna die. We're gonna have to get you. You have like multiple layers. You're dead.
I only have 2 layers. I have this nonsense and this nonsense, but this nonsense is pretty heavy.
Made in China fabric I've ever I could punch a hole. It's like paper, really. I could punch a hole through this.
Jesse, you would play a wonderful Rincewind if you lost about 100 pounds.
Delightful.
Welcome to the Game Station Podcast. Occasionally, video games are discussed. Coming up later in the show, of course, we have what we've been playing this week, as well as updates on the news of things that is going on in the gaming scenes. Also, release dates and host topics coming up later.
Hold up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Someone just said Jesse looks like a Turkish man.
What?
I guess because your
hat comes
cap's
off
like cut off at the end or something, and they can't see the full wizard cap.
Why can you just tape that hat to your head because it keeps escaping? It's trying to get away.
He looks like a Turkish man. I don't even know.
Basically, you need to start doing Tanak Tanak Tun.
There you go.
No, that's Pulp Fiction.
No, this is.
You play so
More
much
of that.
WoW and you can't
Yes,
even
continue.
do the
Yes, there we
freaking
go.
Draenei dance. What the hell's wrong with you?
Whatever. I'm putting my damn thing back on. Haters.
It's not going to stay there, so I don't see why you bother.
Next time, double-sided tape. Next year,
Yep. Just remember, if
double-sided tape
it's
and
worth
bling.
doing, it's probably something you shouldn't bother with.
Yeah, it's taking too much time.
Exactly.
Too much time has already been given to this costume, which is good because I'm getting my money's worth.
I tend to agree. All right.
You're talking about
what
it,
have
but-
we been playing this week? Let us start with JP.
Kind of been jumping around. I guess the big release for this week was Need for Speed Most Wanted and TB. I know you
Is that
love.
even out yet?
Yes, it is out.
I saw it on iOS yesterday, and it's like really high rated on iOS. I'm like, right,
but
this is not
TB,
why we play video games.
I know you love console ports gone bad on the PC.
Oh.
This is a console port gone terribly wrong on the PC. So
just like the last 3 Need for Speed games.
exactly. So I live stream a lot of times with the new games, and it comes out at 11. I finally get the game working 3 hours later with the help of 3 different EA customer supports, one in the channel of Twitch, one on Twitter, and then one in a live chat. And they don't even actually solve the problem. The problem comes solved through someone from NeoGAF who tells me that you cannot play the game. Like, the game wouldn't even start. I'd click start, and then it would just fatal error. You can't play the game unless you have all of your monitors turned off except for one.
Wow.
So it does not even support monitors just being on.
What?
And then I was talking to Giant Bomb. I was talking to Brad about this, and he was saying Jeff Gerstmann, it works fine. So I think it has something to do with SLI, where if you have SLI graphics cards, you can't have multiple monitors even turned on. It won't start.
God, I'm glad that this game supports the latest in modern PC technology.
Exactly.
Plus, you didn't upgrade to Windows 8 is your
I
problem.
guess so. Then the other part, I was like, okay, I'm past that. I'm not pissed off about that anymore. I get into a multiplayer game, which is supposed to be like the strong part of the game,
What do you think?
and there's no way to mute my mic.
Oh God, one of those.
So
games.
I'm just constantly, and the way that my audio is routed is I'm sending my entire game volume, everything mixed, plus my mic to them. So I'm hearing
everyone's
everything like
getting-
4 times. It's just bouncing back and forth. So I'm done with that game. That was $40 for about an hour of game.
Oh,
That's great.
So sad.
That'll be wonderful. I definitely need to buy that game because I make a lot of money off of completely trashing it over the course of about 25 minutes. So.
But to be fair, the console version is supposed to be awesome, and the multiplayer is supposed to be Burnout Paradise, but on crack. Like it's very well done according to.
Well, the thing is, on console, it probably is a 720p 30 frames per second game, right? And if I'm totally honest, when it comes to racing games, if it ain't running at 60 FPS, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care because it really makes a difference in racing games. You can clearly see it.
Really does. And the game looks. I mean, I ran everything on high. It looks pretty good. There is some frame rate drop, but last week Forza Horizon came out, and I'm not really a big fan of simulation racing, but Forza is kind of like this hybrid game.
Yeah, it is.
And it was actually really. It's such an awesome game. I had so much fun with that, even though it is 30 FPS. The soundtrack is quite good.
I hear
much
the
better.
new Need for Speed has Skrillex in it.
I think it has one Skrillex song.
I heard 2.
If you're not a fan of dubstep, there is an entire station on Forza called like Bass Drop or something,
Oh, God.
and all it is just constant dubstep.
Whoop.
But they have like
That
indie
sounds
rock,
like my sort of
like a
station.
synth rock, and then some other one. But Forza is an awesome game for 360. I absolutely love that game. So I've kind of been, I guess, playing a lot of games that are racing related. Been playing a lot of PlanetSide 2, but I think TB, you're kind of done talking about that game. So,
Well, I mean, it's what I will say is like the last patch helped the performance quite a bit, which is is a pretty big deal. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy about that.
I don't know, the new content is launching tonight, apparently. I forgot the name of it,
Well,
but
the new content, Amaresh.
Amaresh, yeah. So that's launching tonight. I'll
basically,
probably
it's a very green continent.
It's
We
supposed
currently
to
have
be
the white
very
continent, we have the yellow continent, we have the green continent.
And there's water on it, apparently.
Yes.
There's water, so...
Yeah, hopefully water that doesn't, like, you are outside of the battlefield. But I hate that! Like, I really, really do. The original Planet side, you could actually do some really sneaky things with because around the edge of the continent there was always water. So you just kind of snuck around the coast, which was really awesome. But you try and do that on Planet side too, and it's like, you are out of bounds. Like,
hopefully it doesn't just kill you like a lot of games do these days where no one's fucking with water.
They'll give... no, it won't. Like, they'll let Mag Riders hover over it like they did in Planet Side 1, which means never fight a Vanu near water under any circumstances, because like the freaking tanks are floating over the water and strafing side to side. It's like, this is annoying. So yeah, you don't want any of that. But they're coming along with it. They're launching that game in like 3.5 weeks, which is scary to me.
We had Higby on Monday for about an hour-long interview of playing and chatting with them, and they seem like they're not worried. I mean, he might have like ended the call and just started screaming because the game comes out in 3 weeks. But,
it's like, I know those guys pretty well now, and they're pretty stressed about it, obviously, because they're basically now in crunch time for development. But they're really confident they can get a good product out. And honestly, considering how fast they get stuff done over there. Yeah, I think they can do it. It seems like they can. But I'm still worried. Like, I'm still concerned about it. I keep thinking, well, the whole "it'll never be done, so might as well bring it out now" is not actually a valid argument. You know, just wait until New Year. Wait until January, when no one's got any money and all they want to do is play free-to-play games anyway. Don't release it in November with Black Ops 2, because a lot of us are going to be playing it. Even those of us who like buy a Call of Duty game, maybe play it for like 5-10 hours at most. We're still going to buy Black Ops 2 because we're curious, because honestly, the marketing for that game has been brilliant. So, like, I'm curious. I've got to see how that game turns out. I need to see whether or not this is going to be the one that kind of breaks the mold, or whether it's just going to be more of the same. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced about the launch date, but at least I can start my outfit. I'm planning an outfit.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have... what do you play, Terran Republic,
play Terran,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I started an outfit last night, so I guess we're going to have to do war, because I play NC.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
I'll happily kill you. So the point of my outfit is we're all going to play light assault, and all we're going to do is have like 100 guys jump over walls throwing grenades at people. That's going to be the entire basis of the outfit. It will be wonderful.
Great.
So yeah, anyone wants to join TotalBiscuit's Drop Troopers or some bullshit like that?
I just named mine It Me. I thought it was very clever. So I don't know. We'll see. And then last but not least, I've been playing Hawken, which I don't know if you've had a chance to play that.
I played it at PAX.
Okay.
Did you guys play it at PAX? I can't remember. I know I sent you guys in that direction and said, go and play Hawken, and then you probably didn't, did you?
Yeah, I was supposed to go and play it. I was like talking with them about going and playing it, and I completely spaced it, and I really regret it now because everybody's saying it is awesome.
It's awesome, man.
I love it. Like,
it's great.
Some of the criticism level that it has been really yes. Yes.
Great.
That's it right there. That's the be all end all of
I
all.
didn't feel I need to interrupt that.
That's
you guys
happening.
Were on a roll.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do galaxies, and that's gonna be our entire outfit. We're gonna do drop trooping. We're gonna do jump jets. Like, we could probably all do drift jump jets, find the highest point on the map, and just drift into the base, throwing grenades and C4.
And what you need to do is you need to go and make sure that you have the public mic thing on, and you're playing dubstep as you guys move.
Just play Funky Trunky as we come in.
And every time you like go to attack, the beat drops, and people are like, "Oh fuck, TV's here. We better get the fuck out."
It's like 100 guys just drifting in. This is gonna be great.
I want the legend of that to spread, so that years from now they're like, "I remember the horrible sound. Before they came, it was horrible. Like the sound of 1,000 feet marching.
That'll be awesome.
Without harmony, it was crazy."
That'll be, if you actually do that, TV,
I'm doing that. I'm doing it right now. That's gonna happen. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna play Mr. Trunky Alex Flame remix every time we do it.
Nice. That'll be awesome.
It'll be wonderful.
Do that again.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's great.
Hawken's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do have some.
Yeah,
I have fears though that it's gonna get boring after a while because it's. I mean, League of Legends. Every game's kind of different. Hawken.
Yeah.
Every game's kind of the same. You kill them, and nothing like the levels are kind of simplistic. They need to introduce some new game type. I think that the ones that they have in there are kind of simplistic at the moment. I would love to have a CTF. I think that would be awesome to have a CTF in there.
That could definitely work. When I played it, I enjoyed it very much. I thought it was a nice hybrid of Western mech games with Eastern mecha. The idea being that Western mech games, very slow, very stompy, very deliberate. Eastern mecha, very agile. They're on about air dashing, jump jets, and things like that. Obviously, jump jets are in Battletech as well, but jump jets in Hawking are much more powerful. I really enjoy the mixture of the two. Some people criticize it and just say, oh, it just feels like an FPS. No, I don't think it does. I think you've got too much momentum for it really to be an FPS, and you still get this mech feel. But yeah, I think your concern is probably correct in that if you don't have a game with a really, really compelling game type that's always going to be changing every time, then you've got to mix things up a bit with more game types. You can't just have the same game type over and over again. Like Blacklight's got about 10 game types, and that's because actually like Blacklight as a game it's entertaining, but it's nothing special.
Right.
It's just the sum of its parts that makes it more interesting. So I would definitely like to see more than just straight up deathmatch, and that's actually a similar problem to a game that I've got a video done. It's coming out tomorrow of Primal Carnage, which it has the same problem. It's only got deathmatch at the moment, which causes the game to be more boring than it has any right to be, really.
Dinosaurs versus humans. How can it be boring?
And it's great. Like, the dinosaurs versus humans is great. The problem is that there's only one game type, and what happens is the humans find the highest point they can on the map, all grouped together, and sit there shooting the dinosaurs as they run at them. And you can get, like, I think it's something ridiculous, like 15 on 15. And if you get that many humans in the same place, dinosaurs ain't getting anywhere near you.
But I thought...
Are there no... Well, go ahead.
I thought the raptors have their special thing is that they jump really high.
Well, they can, but the thing is they've still got to get to you. And the rocky outcroppings tend to be kind of bare terrain, so there's no foliage to hide in around them. So if they find an area, they just kind of they deploy a bunch of flares, which blinds dinosaurs that look at them. And then they just sit there with a bunch of ammo shooting. And I think the problem is that there's no real incentive to leave that area because you've got too much ammunition by default. There's ammo stations around the map. So if you had very limited ammo, you'd have to go to these ammo stations regularly. Then maybe what they could do is they could rotate the ammo stations. Maybe one ammo station runs out and they have to go to another one, things like that. And that forces them to move, and that then allows the dinosaurs to actually pick them off. But it's really hard to break that large kind of siege environment if all the humans are just sitting in a really good spot with a bunch of ammunition, able to pick off any dinosaur that comes anywhere near. So at the moment, most of the time I'm seeing the humans winning. The dinosaurs only win if the humans are really dumb and they kind of run around on their own. Because like in a straight up fight, dinosaur versus human, the dinosaur's going to kick the shit out of them.
Is there no flying dinosaur?
Ask about that.
There is a flying dinosaur, but it's really easy to pick him off. Like there's like I'd say there's at least 3 classes that can very easily kill the flying dinosaur. The guy with the assault rifle, the guy with the dual pistols, which is hilarious, by the way. He's dual wielding a 6-shooter and a Desert Eagle. Why? Because doesn't matter.
Because why
People
not?
have a hard on for Desert Eagles, man.
It's silly, but it's awesome. It's crazy because they like one gun, of course, has 6 rounds in it. One has 7. And it's like no other game would do that because it's so stupid. But it doesn't matter because the game itself is stupid. The whole concept is ridiculous. So they, it works. But yeah, you can pick the flying dinosaurs off very easily in that situation. But yeah, if they put the objective-based mode in, then I think that it's going to get a lot better. And if they reduce the amount of ammo that the humans get before they have to go and reload at an ammo station, then the game's going to get a lot better. But the game's great. It's still awesome. Like, it's hilarious when everything comes together. And the texture quality, the graphics are beautiful. What
engine is it running off of?
It's Unreal, but it doesn't look it. I mean, it looks so much better than any Unreal game I've ever seen. The dinosaur texture work is unbelievable. Even the texture on the rocks, it's all high resolution. It's a really nicely put together PC game. So
how much is it?
$15.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And it's only multiplayer?
Yeah, it's only multiplayer. It's only got 5 maps at the moment. They're offering free DLC and objective-based mode quite soon. So it's like maybe hold off until they do that. All right. Aside from that, the game's a bunch of fun.
Cool.
And we should all play it at some point.
Play it together.
Yeah, well, we should do that. We'll all do. We could be a flying win of those pteranodons and just all swoop in, which is great because the sole purpose of those, other than like each dinosaur has a roar, so you can press the roar button with the pteranodon, and it kind of does a radar pulse. So all the other dinosaurs can see where the humans are. The only purpose of that dinosaur is to swoop in, grab someone, carry them to a great height, and then drop them.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
That's your attack. That's what you do with the pteranodon, and it's brilliant.
That sounds great.
Waiting to play this game because Ro hasn't played it either, but she also has it. And so we're like, oh, we should play it for the first time together because I think it would be hilarious to be playing with Ro while she's just freaking out and like has no idea what's going on. But we keep like pushing it back, and now I'm like, I just really want to play this game. I just really want to be a dinosaur.
Every time I tried to log in to the beta, it was like, no one's on right now.
Well, the beta's ended now. The game's out. So.
Right. And so now I'm like, now I can actually play.
Yeah.
You know what I was getting at.
It's good.
I'm not sitting here still trying to log into the beta like, what is there anyone here?
No one wants to play. I'll have to test. I'll have to try that out.
Yeah, we should all do it. We should all just have a raptor squad or whatever, and our sole purpose is to freak people out. So what I used to do in the original... You remember the original Alien vs. Predator?
Yeah.
The original game, not the movie, because that's terrible. The only thing that I would do when I played it, back on the mythical land of Microsoft's The Zone, what I would do is I would play an alien, and I wouldn't even kill people. I'd just go around killing all the lights in the level, and hissing... Like, I'd be on the ceiling all the time, and I just...
You were that asshole,
Yes, there was a hiss button. And all I'd do is cause the guys to freak out so much that they just start shooting at random and screaming over VoIP. And at that point, then the Predator comes in and kills them all, and I just laugh in the corner. It's great. We should do that with raptors. All we do is we sneak around, because the raptors have a little sneaky thing. They kind of go around like this, and you can get in the foliage, just sneak around the humans roaring over and over again. It'd be great.
Is there like a T-Rex or like what are the? Is it ginormous or?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking big. Yeah, it's got 2,000 hit points. It's obviously very easy to hit. So like concentrated firepower will bring the T-Rex down, but they regenerate health every time they eat somebody, and their roar regenerates the stamina of all of the dinosaurs around them, so they can do like leaps and their special attacks and stuff.
In terms of balance, is it?
That's awesome.
It's pretty well balanced, I think.
Is it like 8v8 or like how?
Like
it seems like if you have
16
more,
mostly.
Oh,
yeah.
So
you have
equal number of dinosaurs are balanced against equal number of. This game's not doesn't make sense, TB.
Well, it works, man. It actually, I thought it would be more of a Left 4 Dead thing where there's like 4 humans and 16 dinosaurs, but no, it is more like it's just because of the way the levels are designed. Like there's loads of little areas that you can sneak into as a raptor, like little gaps in the wall that a human can't get through, and leaping on someone kills them very quickly, or biting someone kills them very quickly. And the dinosaurs have the roars, which is something that you don't get with the humans, and they're like AoE buffs, so. It's well balanced, at least it will be once they deal with the blobbing problem. You know, once they deal with the fact that there's 16 people in the same place. You know how Left 4 Dead did it? Left 4 Dead 2 anyway, got rid of the blobbing problem with spitters.
Oh.
You know, that's how they got rid of it. They put the spitter in there to stop that from happening. They need something like that, and they don't have it yet. So when they get something, you know, they've got a dinosaur that charges, which is cool, but again, charging into a wall of bullets, you're just going to die. So,
right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Regardless, yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and it's out now.
I'll have to check it out.
Yep, it's not too bad. Dodger, what have you been up to this week? What have you been playing?
I finally sat and played Tokyo Jungle after hearing Jesse rave about it. I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna get this game and
I
play.
need to pick that up.
It's such an awesome game.
I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't.
Really?
Because like I was so excited to play it, and then I forgot that it even came out, and then I got it, and I think I shouldn't have played my first time as the deer, because the deer is so.
You just eat plants.
I need to be something more vicious. I think. I think my play style is just not.
Switch to the Pomeranian, damn it.
Yeah, you just do the Pomeranian and just attack people. It's more fun.
Well, it has like the Zelda effect, where if you accidentally. So if you hit the wrong button, you'll like kick an animal that's nearby. So I was like walking by this rabbit, and I accidentally kicked it, and suddenly all of the rabbits in the area were chasing me around this rabbit. I was like, "Where can I go?" I spent so long. I have witnesses.
This is not how rabbits work.
Huh?
This is not how rabbits work. Seriously.
It
is in Tokyo,
I was like,
man.
how do I get away from these rabbits?
They're not hunted.
Have you been to
packs.
Tokyo, TB? You don't know
Wherever.
how rabbits work there.
Oh,
They'll attack you.
Rabbits are a cross region. They're
But in Tokyo, they're all Sailor Moons.
In
is what they
Tokyo,
are.
man,
Yeah.
you don't fuck with a rabbit.
It was
They're all rabbit mecha, and they'll
Pretty
kick your
intense.
ass.
for anyone who wants to play that game and might accidentally get chased by a herd of rabbits. If you go to your nest, they can't get you. They won't be able to chase you to your nest, so you're safe then.
So how far
no,
did you get
like-
kind of on the evolution scale?
Huh?
Or how far did you get in terms of like
I got
evolution,
to
whatever?
15 years,
Okay.
16 years, something like that. I didn't get super
Really?
far. Yeah.
Boo.
How
I
far
know.
are you, Justin?
The furthest I've gotten is 36,
Okay.
and 4 generations in, except on my 3rd generation, I did a really awful thing where I randomly found a it was a horny bitch is what she was. She was a dog, so I can say that. And she, and I was like, great, I'll make a new generation. Because every time you create a new generation, you get more buffs and stuff. And I was a veteran or whatever the top one is, a boss, I think it's called. And I found this girl, but then I realized she would have had like dark hearts, and so she wasn't like the best mate I could get. And I couldn't figure out. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to get rid of her. I was like, I don't want to. And she kept following me, and she wouldn't leave me alone. So finally, I was like, fine, I'm just gonna bang her. So I went back to the thing.
It's
Look,
a
I
realistic
gave in.
simulation of how
I
things
gave
go
in.
on a Friday night by the sounds of it.
Life of
I
Turkish
gave in.
wizard man.
Right, and so I went, and I only got like 2 +1 health, +1 to attack, and I was like, this isn't gonna be good. The minute I leave, there's now rabid hyenas and everything everywhere, and I was like, son of a. So I was doing great, everything was fine, and I think I showed some of it. I did like a test of a live stream with my new capture card, and I found a horse. And I was like, Pomeranians go! And we attacked the horse, and it's like attacking the neck. And I was like, this is awesome. And then the horse got away, and I tried to chase the horse, and I just died of hunger. And so I had like 1 dog left. And I had 1 dog
This
left.
game
And I
is
was like,
ridiculous.
what am I going to do? And I started wandering around, and then a bunch of beagles found and killed me. And I was like,
The only time you're ever going to hear that said on any show ever.
It's really hard being the deer because the deer can't eat other animals.
Yeah,
Like
you
even if you
actually
kill
just-
an animal, you have to go find
It's
plants.
suffering.
And sometimes you're running forever, and suddenly you're in the polluted part of the city, and you're taking pollution damage,
Yeah.
and you can't find any plants, and you're like, I'm gonna die. And that's exactly what happened. I died.
So, have you guys seen the stuff at the end game? The different things you can be. Have you seen any of that?
oh, yes. Like a
So you can-
velociraptor.
Yeah, they're dinosaurs, and apparently it's explained in the story why there are dinosaurs in Tokyo.
Hang on, this game has a story? Really?
Have
Yes,
you-
it has a story.
But I haven't played it yet, but I need to.
Tokyo
there's-
Jungle Lore. YouTube.com/lore next week. Let's do it.
Don't you
They're
hear-
secrets. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a whole story like they're little audio recordings that aren't audio. You just
Yeah.
have to read them, but it's like the zoo. There's a strange infection at the zoo. I wonder what could be causing the animals. And you like collect the information as you go through. Mind you, it's still garbage. It's totally stupid. But
I just want to
it
know how
makes sense.
dinosaurs exist. Like, how is that? How does that work?
One of the
Hang
DLC
on.
you can get.
That
You're
story.
talking about a game where a pack of rabid beagles attacks people. I'm not really concerned
That
about
could
that.
happen, man. Have you ever not fed a beagle? He gets vicious. They get vicious.
It's true.
They attack you with their ears and everything. It gets
My
rough.
dream is to form a pack of wild chickens. Like that's my eventual goal is to get as far as I can with a pack of chickens.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
my goal in
God.
that game.
I forgot that you can be like a chick, like just a
Yeah,
baby
you can be,
chicken.
But
Yeah.
one of the things I did know is that in the DLC for the game, you can be like the PlayStation mascot, that little like Japanese like weird cat thing.
I
You can
love
be
that
all
cat.
It has
these.
a mascot?
Yes.
Like oh
Hold on.
shoot, what's its name? It's
I-
in Street Fighter X Tekken. Is it in that game?
Yes, that weird like giant-headed, little tiny bodied cat creature. You can be
Sony
that
cat.
thing.
Toro. Is it?
Toro?
Toro, yeah. I've never even heard of this guy.
He's so cute.
It's amazing. So basically, you can eventually it's just gonna be like, you want to be a human? Sure, whatever. Like you know, it's gonna keep giving you stuff.
That would actually be hilarious because then you'd have to do all the same things, but you'd be a person. You'd have to go
Right?
find the average female to bang you in your nest. It would be hilarious.
It's like, can't find a female human. Well,
This is
guess we're gonna have to settle for something.
Gotta go for that Pomeranian, man. You gotta get what you can, TB.
Especially when
Christ.
especially
That's
when
JP's dating advice for today.
I'm just saying, Jesse
when you
gets
put it in
You
people
understand.
when you put it in people clothes, it's almost like the same thing.
Exactly. You just dress it up. You take it on a nice date. Okay.
But it's the apocalypse, so your date features you watching that weird flashing screen that gives you a seizure every time you start the game. Because what is that about?
Dude, that thing
It's like,
bothers
start to, it just flashes.
That's just it's just making
It's
sure that you
fake.
know it's a Japanese game. That's all it's doing.
It definitely
just
is.
in case you hadn't figured it out. By
Just
the
in
whole
case you don't.
frickin' play
Tokyo
as a
Jungle doesn't
Pomeranian.
scream. Yeah. It's like
I say that, but there is actually a game that lets you do that, which was Western developed, I think, by the name of Dog's Life, which also allows you to mark your territory and do stupid stuff like that.
That's what you do as a Pomeranian. You mark. That's how you control areas. Is you mark
I
your
mean,
territory.
You do that with all the animals, though. Like with
I
a
guess
deer,
that's-
you still go like mark your points.
But here's something that I was unaware of until I got the cat. I unlocked the cat, and I tried to play as it. The Pomeranian and the deer, you only can look one way. But once you start unlocking other animals, they have like multiple skins. So the cat has like 5 different colors you can be.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
You want to hear something ridiculous? So, Dog's Life was made by a company called Frontier Developments. Yeah, which, like, I don't know who this is. So I went and investigated a little further. Turns out, Frontier Developments is headed by a guy called David Braben. David Braben is the guy who made Elite, one of, like, the first open world games ever made on anything, which influenced the development of huge amounts of stuff afterwards. His company made Dog's Life. Oh my god, how the mighty have fallen.
I was hoping you somehow tie that to Tokyo Jungle and how
Me
it all
too.
suddenly-
I
like
wanted
this
it
one
all
guy,
to come together,
like
and I
this one
just
guy
what?
had a massive fetish for watching animals, and he's like, I just like to watch animals. They're better than humans. They don't
Yeah,
kill
he's
each
actually
other.
super
Like I want
passionate.
that guy.
It's like his
Same.
opus. Oh god.
It's his opus. he's like, it's beautifully magical.
This is my masterwork, Dog's Life.
Oh god.
When they're in the room coming up with the ideas for the game, he just has like Beethoven in the background, and he's like, dogs having sex with other dogs. And it's in Tokyo, and it's a jungle setting because Tokyo's destroyed. And everyone's like, holy shit.
This is it, guys. This is it.
I
And we'll
imagine-
throw dinosaurs in
That's
there
not
for some reason too, because everyone
And then
loves
they
dinosaurs.
killed him and sold that idea to the company that actually made Tokyo Jungle. There we go.
What?
We got it all. It all came around. We fixed
Just
it.
want to point out before we get sued for libel, none of this actually happened. Just
Sure it did.
FYI.
Sure,
What are
dude.
you talking about, TV? Cats killing horses. Cats and horses.
Yes.
Are you doing the
Beagles.
Gangnam style dance there? What are you doing, Jess?
No.
So yes, I've been playing Tokyo Jungle. I keep meaning to play the Halloween MVM where they're zombies instead of machines, and I haven't. I keep like going into TF2
Scream
and just
Fortress, that stuff, yeah.
normal Halloween TF2 and forgetting about it.
It's worth playing TF2 pretty much every Halloween because they always do some crazy shit with it.
They
Great
did
things.
some with
Everybody's
Dota
got, like,
too.
Bag
They
mask.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
I
done
didn't
some
see
with
the
Dota,
Dota
too.
too.
Yeah, supposedly like it's a raid boss with Roshan or something.
Mm.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Ah.
I still think the best Halloween thing has been the Sleeping Dogs DLC.
Oh, Nightmare on North Street. Yeah, that just came out. It's Chinese themed kind of zombies.
It's like Chinese horror.
Yeah, it's very Chinese
really
themed, which is because you don't get that in anything else. It's very unique as a result of being more Asian themed horror.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, that's like $5 and is available right now for Sleeping Dogs. So that's probably
awesome.
worth picking up.
Is it a permanent edition, or will it just disappear tomorrow?
Well, it's not going to disappear. I mean, you pay $5 for it, so it'd be a pretty
Right.
big move if they made it go away. No, it's a set of missions basically where in
All right.
North, I think North Point, isn't it? Yeah, where North Point
Yeah.
gets invaded by
like a-
Chinese zombies and ghosts.
It's like
and
a
stuff.
ghost or something. Yeah. They like steal someone and you have to go chase them down. But
Pretty much.
it's just
yeah. You also get like
basically a-
supernatural powers, don't you? Like I'm pretty sure you
Oh,
get like
I didn't.
Yeah, you get. I saw some screenshots of it. You get to do some crazy martial arts moves that are
Ah.
like on fire and stuff like that. So
To me, it's just another reason to go back into that game because it was too short, but it was awesome like the entire time. So.
Yeah, I enjoyed Sleeping Dogs a great deal. It was a good game indeed. All right, so Jesse, what have you been up to this week? What have you been playing?
Besides playing Tokyo Jungle, I have a fascination with a iOS game called Kingdom Rush.
Yes,
Holy crap.
I have played that.
My entire life is devoted to this game now.
Jen's beaten it. Like, Jen's beaten the whole thing, which is quite tricky to say. I've played it, and it's a really good tower defense.
It may be my favorite tower defense game.
It gets fucking hard, though, man.
It really
Right?
does. And
Like,
that,
I
if
got
you
to
don't
the
do the right
7th level.
build, like, you could,
Right.
if you don't get the right upgrades at the right time, you can really get boned by that.
Well, this one, I'm sorry, this one's Kingdom Rush HD. So
Oh,
I think it's the new one that they just people are like that's old.
It's actually
It's-
not new, but
No, but it's the like upgraded version. Yeah, I realized the game like was
Yes,
Flash game way back when.
Kingdom Rush HD did come out quite some time ago. I've had it on my iPad for about 6 months at least. So, but by all means,
Well,
continue.
Old man Jesse will talk about the new game he found for a little bit.
By all means, I'm not stopping you. Not at
And
all.
so I've been playing it like crazy. I got another game that I just started playing that is also kind of bonkers called Star Bloom, and it's basically just you are the sun and you go around collecting planet dust and you make solar systems. But it's to music that every time a new planet forms, it changes the music, so it adds more melody to it. And it's
That's
if you
iOS
can,
too.
yeah. And if you can master the music, you can get it's real easy once you get like the beat down. And it's so much fun. And I'm just sitting here like bloop, 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 like having a good time. Mind you, this is all while I'm on the toilet. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all have to assume if it's a phone
Right.
game
Toilet gaming.
that
Right?
it's a toilet game. Yeah.
Right.
No shame.
And, so, and that's fun. And then I've been playing those two like crazy because YouTube's been all out of whack. So I'm just like, whatever.
Oh god, yeah. YouTube
I can
over the
deal with
last
that.
few days has been a nightmare. Apologies to anyone that has missed videos or there's been all sorts of problems. Yeah, YouTube went to hell, and they're only just getting around to fixing it. So
I got to
But,
hang out with you while he was raging pretty hard. It was.
Oh my god, it was.
really
I had to upload the same video like 5 times. I was just done with the whole thing.
yeah,
I was done. But and then I've been playing the Guild Wars 2 Halloween events. People were like, "You got to check this out. It's really cool. It's really fun." I was like, "All right, I'll do this. It's I can, since it's a free game, you can leave, come back, do whatever you want, whenever you want." So I do the Halloween event. The first 2 parts were really cool. It's basically you go around and solve riddles. So you get these notes, and the notes tell you where to go, and then you have to figure it out on the world. Luckily, we had a guy who was like, I spent 5 hours doing this, so I know everything's out. I was like, thank you,
So it was
sir.
a typical MMO, like someone else
Yeah.
solved it.
yep.
So we did all that, and you get a book, and the book's really cool. It tells you about the Mad King, who's basically like the jack-o'-lantern guy. And then the second part is you complete the book, and the book is on fire, and you can wear it on your back like a back book, and you look like a badass. And then it says phase 2, like this phase 2 thing is you go into his realm. And when you get in there, it looks awesome. It's sort of like this, even like a darker, more scarier, like a Nightmare Before Christmas place. And the moon has like that evil, like smiley, evil face. And it's great. Like the whole atmosphere is wonderful. But the events you do there are some of the most infuriating things I've ever experienced in my life. There's a thing called the Clock Tower, which is Guild Wars 2 has jumping puzzles.
Oh,
They're everywhere.
no.
But this one is a moving jumping puzzle that while it's going on, green ooze is coming up from below you, and claws come out and snatch you and pull you down. And so it's a group of other people trying to jump up this clock tower while just stuff's coming for you, while it's crumbling and things are moving. And I've never felt rage like I felt for this thing because eventually I almost got to the end. I was doing so well, and I was kicking ass. And then some guy logged in named Mr. TikTok, who was basically, made the biggest possible character he could find and just trolled everyone. And so he jumped in front of everybody, so no one could beat it. And I was like, I'm done. I can't handle this. Let's go check out the other things. So apparently, if you do that, you get this like boots for this set. That's the Mad King set. And I was like, okay, so all this is worth it. You get something awesome looking at the end. I saw these people running around looking like this skeleton creature. And I was like, this is going to be great. And what happens is, you get the boots there, and so we thought there's 3 other events in his world. Maybe that's where you get the rest of the set. So we go to one, and it's like Dota. It's basically team versus team, and there's lanes, and whoever wins gets bags, right? So I mean, it's like Guild Wars Dota. However, it's the controls are all janky, and the NPC skeletons, like you don't level the longer you play. It's your level, what you are, whatever they buff you to, because I guess they make everyone 80. But the skeletons that are in there, like the guys who would just be in the lanes that you would kill, the trash, they're super strong, and you never outlevel them. So if there's 2 of them on you, you're like, I'm just going to run. And it was fun for one time, but after that, I was like, what do you get? You get bags. And the bags give you a random drop for one of the items that may not be associated with that set. So I was like, pass.
So it sounds like Guild Wars completely. It's fun for one time, and then you just never go back.
And then the next event was, it's like, half the team is ghosts and half the team's villagers, and the villagers' job is to survive the night, and the ghost job is to kill the villagers, but the villagers can like stun the ghosts to get away, and so it's like this competition, and whoever has the most points, not team but single person, so as a ghost you can run on killing people to get points, or as a villager you can complete quests or fight ghosts or things like that to get points, and whoever has the most points gets the most bags. But again, it's you get bags with random chance of maybe, and I was like, yep, this was fun once. And then the next thing is a like maze where basically you run around in groups and just kill stuff. And things that you kill may or may not drop items, and you may or may not complete. And I was like, yeah, pass. And then I guess Phase 3 started yesterday, and the big lion and Lion's Arch burst open, and then the Mad King comes through, and he's like, bah, 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 and then you go to a dungeon. You can fight him there. And it's a really cool fight. It's like multiple layers. You have to jump down between. But in the end, the rewards you get are totally random. The chest that's there, totally random. The items in it may or may not be usable by you. So it's one of those things where you just have to keep doing it over and over. And I think that's what killed Diablo 3 for me, is that whole like, I'm going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and I still
hoping I get that good drop.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't handle this. And so then the cream at the end of this, I don't know what metaphor is good. The cream at the end of the rainbow. When I got outside, one of the guys who helps run the guild, he shows up in his outfit, his complete Mad King outfit. And turns out, and this is the best part, the one that looks badass is the one you have to buy, and you can only wear it in town. You can't use it for combat. And the one that you win it looks like a crafted set. It looks like shit. And I was like, well, I'm done. I got no time for this. I was like, I'm done.
Well, I mean, welcome to every Halloween game in any MMO ever, you know?
I spent so many hours of my life doing that damn jumping puzzle to get a piece of armor, and I was like, I feel like I've wasted my life right now.
How is Guild Wars doing? Like, I played the game till like 60 or so, and I just stopped. I lost interest very quickly. Is it still the same game, basically, that it was at launch?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, and I said this before, like, the World v. World is still the best part of the game, but I've never been pleased with, like, the story and, like, the leveling. The gameplay, like, how you play the game and the PvP is fun, but other than that, I really don't log in. I have, like, no desire to do so. So...
Yeah, at least I don't pay monthly for it. That's the only thing.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're okay with you not logging in. You bought the game at the end of the day. You're not using up their server resources, so
yeah,
it shouldn't be a problem for them.
So Jesse, the fourth part is supposed to come out today. Are you gonna play it?
I am, and apparently it's just a party. Like it's the it's So I mean, I would do it just because I feel like I need to. But I have, I think, 6 or 7 hours of rage video that needs to be compiled together and put online, because it's just me freaking out. And then when I finally get there and I'm about to do it, some asshole logs in. He's like, my name's Mr. TikTok, and I'm going to stand in front of you. I've never been more mad in my entire life. I was like, I'm done.
See, that's the best part about MMOs to me, is the griefers. I used to just watch them grief people or just take part in it. It was the most fun. It's always the most fun. Like, back in Dark Age of Camelot days, I played on a role-playing server, but I wasn't role-playing. People would get married out in, like, the frontier zone. You just go slaughter their wedding.
Oh, gosh.
It's fun.
Any game where you can just crash a wedding.
It's awesome. They did. I think that happened in WoW pretty early on too.
That's happened many times in WoW. There's like, funnily enough, there's a PlanetSide story that got a lot of people to really hate a particular outfit because this outfit went and bombed a funeral. There were basically like ceasefire. This guy who was like a veteran player had said, I believe he died of cancer or something along those lines. He was quite young as well. It was a pretty sad event. So they set up a little ceasefire, did a wedding, and in comes a wing of bombers and completely annihilates the whole thing while they're trying to do it. It's like, yeah, you're not very well liked anymore. For weddings and stuff, I guess it's funny. For funerals, it's not really that funny.
The funeral in WoW was in Winter Spring. I remember that video.
Oh.
It's fucked up, but it's still awesome that you can do things like that. But it's
Did
like,
they do it on the PvP server? Because that wasn't very smart.
That's their own damn problem. Yeah.
Yeah, that was dumb.
But whatever. Griefing's awesome as long as it's not someone's funeral who died in real life. That's pretty fucked up. But.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
If it's just like a wedding where people are role playing that they're getting married, fuck it, let's go kill them.
Oh yeah, screw around with that. Yeah.
Who cares?
I like how the distinction there is very good. If they're role playing getting married,
well, yeah, like if someone died, that actually happened.
That's just rude.
Well, yeah, exactly. You got to have the role playing aspect in there.
Indeed.
I like it. Especially if you don't approve. Like a night elf marrying a human? Like, no, sir. I will not. We're getting
into racist joke territory.
Draw the line here.
Imagine if it was a male night elf and a male human.
Oh shit.
Just saying.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure there'd be more rage. Like, why won't you let it happen?
Yeah, true.
Just let their love come together.
As long as it's out of sight.
You'll go to that. What's that RP server in WoW where people like?
Is it
Moonshire? Moonguard. Yeah. That actually got raided back when like the DK bug was in, and you could damage your friendly targets or whatever.
Yeah.
People just went in there and killed everyone. It was glorious. But
I miss the days when WoW had massive bugs, like the ZG bug.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was something quite similar that happened recently.
That was the DK bug, I think. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. You could.
The ZG Plague was hilarious. Holy crap.
That was the best thing in the world.
Corrupted Blood Plague. That was on BBC News. Like, people were studying that.
No, in WoW recently, a dude hacked, like,
really?
Orgrimmar and Stormwind. And characters who were in there would just instantly be killed. And you could, like, yell at the guy, like, please don't kill me. And the guy would just be like, whoa, dead.
Yeah. He found an exploit or something where you could just kill people on command. Yeah. I remember seeing that.
You get access to GM commands or something like that?
The video is amazing. There's people like begging him, please don't kill me. And he's like, boop, dead.
Don't do that.
That's so awesome. It'd be so fun to do that. Actually, to go back to PlanetSide, Higby did that on Monday. There was like an entire outfit I was trying to line up on my stream. There's like 30 of them. And I was like, man, it'd be so great if someone just tossed in a nade from the other faction. He's like, oh, hold on a second. He dropped 10 galaxies on top of them. And ended up crashing like that area. Like my client crashed and everything, but he killed all of them. So
that'd be awesome.
That's
I would
the
love
best
to have
thing.
that power.
That's the best thing. All right. What have I been playing this week? I played a few iOS games. There's a He-Man game. It just came out. It's a legit licensed He-Man game. And the plot is Skeletor lures He-Man into his castle with a brand new He-Man iOS app, then ties him up in chains and goes to raid Castle Grayskull, and you must go and stop him. It's that dumb.
Wait, so you're playing He-Man playing an iOS app?
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's...
Hold the phone. I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah, have a look for it. It's 69-cent game. It's released by Chilingo that actually make good iOS games. They also released something called Totem Runner this week, which is a really nice looking kind of runner game it almost looks like, what's the name of it? Outland, the game on PS3 and 360, the Ubisoft game. And it's got a lot of interesting stuff to it. Aside from that, there's now a Borderlands game for iOS, and it's fucking terrible. Borderlands Legends, it's basically a really bad version of XCOM with Borderlands characters. And that sounds like it could be okay. Until you realize that everything about the game is awful. It's completely chock full of bugs. The performance is terrible. And this has got nothing to do with Borderlands, so, God, the game's so bad it makes me have an allergic reaction to it. I'm sneezing. So yeah, so
Yeah,
that,
I
that's
was
definitely
watching
not.
videos of it, and I was like,
No.
nah.
It's got all the original music
Not
and
into
everything,
that.
which is cool, and it uses the original characters from Borderlands 1, but it's not very good. It really
Wait,
isn't.
whoa. The game is called He-Man, the most powerful game in the universe?
Yes, that's exactly what it's called. They go
That's
completely
brilliant.
OTT with it. It's actually really nice. It's a platformer and a brawler, but the control method is quite good. The problem is it doesn't work half the time. They wanted to get away from the whole virtual controls on screen thing, which I hate, so they made it kind of swipe-based, but the problem is it kind of doesn't work half the time. If they fix that, it'll be a great game.
Some guy wrote, "This is the game I've waited 28 years for."
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah. Now we need a new Thundercats game.
The reviews are stellar. There's
People really love it.
Out of 2,000 ratings, almost 1,600 are 5-star.
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That happens on most Chilingo games, though. They have put out some of the best iOS games, like
I'm getting this right now.
legitimately good iOS games. They're a publisher for some fairly good stuff. Let me have a look and see what games they put out. They put out Totem Runner. Save Them All is supposedly really good. That just came out as well. They put out quite a few different games, honestly. It's quite impressive to see what they've been able to put out. I think, didn't they put out Contre Jour, which was like that won like the best.
Sounds like French Contra.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty sure they won like the best award or something like that for iOS game. They put out Puzzlecraft, which ate about 20 hours of my life, which is that kind of, it's a match 3 game, but it's like a crafting match 3 game where you just grab you kind of gather resources to build buildings in your village by doing essentially a match 3 game. It's really quite relaxing. They did Orc Vengeance, which was really good, and yeah, they've released a ton of really great games. So,
I need to start playing more iOS games. I rarely. I don't know if it's
most
the fact
of them
that
are really bad.
In your life.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like that I have to buy them and they cost 69 cents, and I'm like, well, that's a lot of money, guys. Like, I don't know if I want to spend that much money on a game that I'll play for 30 seconds and just close when I could play like a full-fledged game. But
oh wow, they released a Bear Grylls game called Bear Essentials. That's terrible. I must download this. This sounds awful. It's actually survival knowledge.
See, this is why iOS games suck, because you do this, TB. You're buying a Bear Grylls game.
I don't buy a Bear Grylls game. I'm not going to do
it. I think it's safe to say, if TB's coming from my place, spending so much time on the toilet, you need something to keep you occupied.
I guess so.
Sometimes you don't want to read.
Right? Sometimes reading is not good when you can move your hands. I just want to be a ghost and just watch people trying to take a dump while playing an iPad game.
What?
Hold on.
Hang on a
minute.
Jesse, really? I don't want to know about your personal fetishes.
Jesse, maybe you should make an iOS game where you're a ghost watching people go to the restroom
iOS games
while playing an iOS game.
You're a ghost playing an iOS game with someone who's on a toilet playing an iOS game.
And the goal is that they have to finish their business by the end of the game, and if they don't, you lose.
I just imagine. I imagine it looks ridiculous because I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of them are like, "Look, I don't want to admit it either, but I do that too." And so there's a bunch of people sitting there playing with games on a toilet, and I just think that is hilarious. I want people to look outside of them for a moment and realize, like, you're taking a dump while playing a game, and it probably looks hilarious. Is all I'm saying.
God. Speaking of those games, I've almost finished Devil's Attorney, which is a really fun game.
I forgot about that game.
Devil's
I
Attorney.
forgot about that game.
Yep, I've played it almost to completion. It's got about 50 cases in it. I've almost beaten it. I think I'm on like case 44. It doesn't really get hard at all. Like, there's the occasional case that kind of tricks you because the point of it is you just kind of RPG battle against witnesses, evidence, and prosecutors. And they have health, and you use various different abilities to get rid of them or reverse damage and things like that. And it's almost like a puzzle game because you've got to do things kind of in the right order, but there's still an element of randomness in the game because attacks have a variable damage. But the best thing about that game is the fact that every case has a voiceover intro, which is hilarious all the time. And
what's the name of this game?
Devil's Attorney.
Devil's Attorney.
I'm
downloading it right now.
The characters in that game are great. They're really, really funny. The main character is a complete twat, but you almost feel like you have to root for him. He's defending all these ridiculous cases. All the prosecutors have different personalities, and they have character developed throughout the game. There's this guy that gets really oversensitive about his hair and becomes convinced that the reason that Max McMahon wins all his cases is because of his fabulous hair. So there's one case where he just comes in with a toupee that looks exactly like his, and it's great. It's really, really funny. It's well worth a try. It's a good few hours of amusement, and like it's genuinely worth laughing out loud at times. Like I haven't seen an iOS game with that well delivered jokes ever. So
do these games have like demos, or do you just have to buy into them?
You should have to buy into them.
Okay.
The only game
$3, man. That's a cheeseburger.
That is a cheeseburger. Or
That's
like
a good
8 tacos.
cheeseburger. Or like 8 tacos. Think about that.
I do love tacos.
I don't know. Five Guys burgers are at least $3 more.
Yes, they are.
So
then
you
are
don't
going
get
to
a
the
good
wrong
burger
places.
for $3.
No. I'm going to the best place. Five Guys
Yeah.
is the best burgers. Done.
You get a
Pretty good.
proper
I
burger.
like
John.
Five Guys burgers.
Whatever. You're a woman. You don't count.
Wow!
When I was in Vegas last week, we ordered a burger. I ordered the Mighty Pizza Burger, and this thing is about that big. Like
Only in Vegas.
It's huge. When we were coming in with the cab, and we are saying, "Oh, do you know of any?" He just happened to mention that there's no takeout place in Vegas that's bad. Like they're all really, really good because otherwise they're shut down. So we ordered from this place on the first night, and this pizza burger was it was massive, covered in marinara sauce and stuff like that. It was kind
Are
of
you sure that it's not just drunk good?
No, I wasn't drunk on the first
I'm not
night.
convinced.
I was wasted the rest of the trip, but not the first night. Yeah, that was good fun. We actually came out up from Vegas, which is unbelievable. We only slightly up, but we did. Yeah,
That's all that counts. But you shouldn't tell us about it.
It's a moral victory.
We don't want to know.
We played in the airport casino and won like $200. They're like, "Dad, we're up. Let's leave now. Just get out of here while the getting's good."
Convenient. You're at the airport. Like yes.
Pretty much. Like when
I gotta
the
go to
worst
Vegas.
odds are. Yeah.
I have to go to Vegas at the end of November for the first time since being 21. So I'm worried about
coming
that.
in for IPL 5 by any chance?
Yeah. I'll be directing one of the streams there at that event, but it's just like,
well,
I
I
don't know
shall
if I
see
wanna
you
go.
then. I mean, I've been.
you want to go shoot some guns?
Yeah,
You
let's
wanna
go
do
shoot
that?
some more guns.
I want to shoot that 50 cal, man.
All right, if we want to do that, we can actually club together for that. I was looking at the prices. That basically you have to drop $3,000 minimum on that range. But
What is going on here? Ever since you
we can do
found
it.
weapons, you have become entirely intolerable.
He's just embracing his American side.
I have this.
That's
I have this
true.
clip right here.
His
Magazine.
American side.
This is a 400-round BB magazine for my G36.
Oh my God.
It sits on my desk, looking awesome. That's what it's for. That's great.
We need to go shoot some guns, I think.
Yeah, we'll shoot some guns.
Maybe we'll throw in 1,500. Maybe I'll do that. How many rounds do you get? Do you know?
You get a lot for that. Like it's to shoot a 50 cal sniper rifle, it costs $100 for the first round, but then it's $5 per round after that. So it like incorporates the rental of the weapon. So like you can shoot a good number of 50 cal sniper rifle rounds. They have airburst grenades for the launcher.
What is that?
This grenade launcher with airburst grenades. They explode in the air with a great
They actually
fireball.
give someone a grenade launcher?
Yeah, you go to this range, they give you a grenade launcher. 50 cal sniper rifles, all sorts of great stuff on that range. Let's do it.
I'm staying the fuck away from that. Make sure we don't go into it.
It's
Jesse.
entirely safe.
Jesse, how do you feel about us making PVC pipe swords and having a sword fight?
I feel great about that. It was more elegant time. A more elegant
Someone
weapon
point out
for a more elegant age.
I should wear this. I should wear this for
swords.
the gun range. Like, yeah, we can do that.
Oh, God.
I'm out of coffee.
I'm trying to think, what else have I played this week that's actually worth even talking about? I think like the only other game is probably just XCOM, more XCOM. And 56 hours into that game now.
Did you play? Isn't there DLC or something out for that? Have you played that?
No, the DLC's not out yet. The DLC's called Slingshot. It's not out yet. There is a mod available. I downloaded the mod and it's not good. Like PC Gamer promoted it as a brand new way to play the game, and like it sounded good initially until you realize that the guy that made it is clearly an idiot and doesn't understand anything about balance. So they made some cool changes to it. Like they made cover be more resilient to weapons fire, so cover doesn't tend to melt so quickly, so it's a lot more tactical. They reduced the chance to hit small enemies. So like you start off initially with about an 18% chance to hit a sectoid in heavy cover. So the game becomes a bit more tactical in that regard. There seem to have been a few AI improvements, but the problem is that after that, things tend to get a bit bonkers. The arc thrower now goes in the pistol slot, which is a great change, except you realize that everyone just runs around with arc throwers and it makes capturing far too easy. But the thing which really broke the camel's back for me with that mod was in terror missions, every time a civilian dies off screen, it is guaranteed to become a zombie.
Ooh, that's rough.
Oh,
Which
no.
is ridiculously rough. So, like, by the end of this terror mission, I had one guy huddled up in the corner. There was about 12 zombies and 3 chrysalids, and every turn, of course, I think it's after 3 turns, a zombie turns into a chrysalid. So it's like, you can't be serious! This is ridiculous! Like, I don't know what he was thinking, but there was nothing I could have done to prevent that, because you just can't get to the building fast enough before the zombies start coming at you. Because you're guaranteed to lose at least one civilian. And then that guy's hidden all over there, then it becomes another chrysalid, which then goes and kills another civilian, and it cascades. It's horrible. So I've uninstalled that mod, and I'm back to playing through again. I'm still doing classic hardcore. I haven't beaten it on that yet. I got close, but then something went disastrously wrong, which is the nature of the game. But I'm on a really good playthrough now where I optimized my build order completely. I got captured a sectoid as soon as I could and interrogated it for beam weapon research credit before I even researched weapon fragments. So, like, I've got 50% increased research speed on all of this shit. I'm going to have laser weapons way before I should. My satellite coverage is looking good. And, yeah, so I'm hoping this will be the playthrough. But XCOM is a dick and probably not.
That game's too stressful. I beat it on the normal Iron Man, and
I beat it on normal. That's no big deal. Like I didn't find that satisfying at all. It was it was just stupid. It was so easy.
I had a guy that was with me from the very first mission, like 28 missions in. He had like 114 kills. He was a sniper. Had like
is that the video you did?
Yeah, it's like 115%
I watched that video and I'm like,
chance to kill.
I feels you, bro. I feels you.
And here I am in this mission, and like there's no enemies. And I'm like, look, I don't need to let's just move them forward. Let's get up next to this area and we'll get set up. And he's just in the center of basically nowhere. And one of the flying guys comes over and I'm just like, oh, fuck, this is not going to go well. And like a second later, someone takes a reactionary shot. It gets him down to half. And then he one-shots the sniper. And I was so upset. I just like left the computer for a minute. I was streaming.
You have to. If you've had a guy that's been with you since the first mission and he's like top ranked and then gets killed by bullshit, then
I was so pissed. That it actually got worse after that because the big like the walking guy, whatever that's called, the
Muton?
The walking guy.
Mutons?
Sorry, that doesn't make sense. The giant mechanical walking guy.
sectopods. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of those came over the wall. And then 4 more elites came, and I ended up losing 2 more guys and had to abort that mission, had to run back.
And that's when it cascades into failure, because you abort the mission, you've lost all your best guys, the country panics, the country leaves, the panic spreads all over the continent, the doom meter goes up, and like, god damn, yeah.
I was so pissed.
It's great. I love it, because it's the only game this year that's actually had the guts to do that to you. It's wonderful.
It is the only game. There's something. I was talking with Day9 about this. There's the stress that it creates from like slowing down and doing these very tense, slow-paced moments when you're about to take a shot. Yeah. It's like 88%. Sure, it's probably gonna hit, but there's still that 12% chance that it might miss, and if it does, you're gonna die. And like it's one of the only games that's ever created that sensation for me when playing.
Yeah. Well, it's worse when you have to take a shot that you think is going to be a really risky one, because if you don't take that shot, then the guy's going to flank you and murder you, and you can't stop him from doing that. And you can't rely on Overwatch and things like that. Yeah, the game's still buggy as hell, by the way, so I still don't recommend people buy it. Like, we talk very fondly of it, but like, no, that game is full of bugs. I think I've been counting my bugs up to this point. I've found no more than 37 bugs, some of which are game-critical problems. So, yeah, that game is a mess.
I think it like froze once on me. But it just auto-saves.
I had a time when the camera decided to go on a wonderful adventure outside the level and didn't return until 10 minutes later. And I couldn't do anything with the game. What the fuck is this? It's so crazy, bro. I had my UI disappear yesterday. I had a situation where the most ridiculous bullshit thing happened. And it was I saw 3 thin men. Yeah, in the same area. I'm like, right, I'm down to 2 guys. I've got to make this shot. And it's like, I've got a rocket launcher. Easy peasy, right? 90% chance to hit. Not only does it miss, but it detonates right next to the guy with the rocket launcher and blows him up. I was just like, I left the computer for a second just to scream for a while. Like, what? How does this happen?
Do you name your characters after like friends?
I don't at the moment, no, because
Okay,
it's just they die too quickly to bother.
I had my heavy was named TLO because he was German, so I was like, why not? Of course. And he ended up missing a shot like that and killing someone else. I forgot. I think it might have actually been Huck or something like that. But if you name your characters people that you relate to, it makes them like that much more
valuable. You don't name what you know is going to die. It's like naming a cow. You know?
Yeah. So like it was actually funny because anyone that was part of this is kind of going into the esports territory, but anyone that was an EG member, they died in the first mission they went into no matter what.
I'm surprised that they weren't really, really successful upon the first mission and then faded away to obscurity.
No, see, that would probably be proper. But this was the EG.
I like how Jesse doesn't get any of these references. Dodge is just sitting there grinning. It's like, I know some of these words.
Yeah. Oh, I know the reference.
Yeah, you know the reference. You live with Husky, how could you not?
Yeah.
Day 9 would always die on like the second or third mission, and then I'd make Tasteless his brother, and he was always just like really fucking badass. Artosis was my psionic guy. He was the
that doesn't surprise me in any way at all.
Yeah, so I had a lot of fun naming characters after people that I know. So
yeah, I think if I end up doing a let's play of the game, which may happen, I think I'm gonna try and I might do it once I've beaten the game on classic hardcore, and then I'll feel probably confident enough to do it well. So,
that's so rough, man.
I know it is. That's the point.
Someone Slush actually beat it on impossible hardcore.
Well, Slush is an RTS pro gamer, so yeah. I mean, he's good.
It was actually I was watching him do the last level of that when I tuned into a stream, and it was, man, people were just like dying constantly, and it was shitty. It was shitty. I can't even imagine that game on impossible. It's too tough.
I tried the first mission on impossible and just bailed on it.
I want this entire conversation to be taken out of context because it sounds like I know very little about war, but what I do know comes from Band of Brothers, and I assume that TB is the guy who is old and grizzled, who no longer gives names to people because he doesn't like. Long ago, he was hurt because he lost all of his friends. So now when people introduce them, he's like, I don't want to know your name. You're just out here.
Pretty much.
Right? TB's the guy he's like, don't you get it? You're already dead. Right? You're that guy. Right? JP's over there like, so I got my friends. You're the new recruit who's just coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And you're talking about like the war, and it's like it's hell out there, man. And it's just I want this all taken out of context, and I want TB. You should have worn some type of army outfit, TB. That would have been your, I guess, Daniel Boone or whoever you are.
Or
he needs a knife.
They're twins, and one of them went into the army before the other.
Ooh. Sherlock might be onto something.
Now the other one.
It's like the very less racist version of American History X. Right? It's like that.
Oh, dear. All right, let's take a break, shall we? When we come back, we're going to be talking about the news, releases, and good stuff like that. You're currently watching the Game Station podcast. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Station podcast. You just saw some wonderful fan art of Carl Saget, which we asked for last week. We received courtesy of RV Dutus on Twitter, so thank you very much for that. That is an extraordinarily worrying amount of effort that was put into that.
That was great.
Although I think, did he misspell Googleplex? I think he might have.
I only got to see it for a split second.
But he's...
It would be unfortunate. No, he didn't, actually. He did not. Googleplex is actually spelled Googolplex, which is, of course... Googleplex, yep.
We're actually the ones who've been wrong.
Indeed, we have been wrong all our lives. Googleplex of tiger knees to the face. And then, of course, there was the other one that ended up an Imager like a week ago. To make an apple pie from scratch, one must first tiger knee the universe. It's a wonderful thing. A truly wonderful thing. But yeah, perhaps add a turtleneck, but we will see. All right, so let's do a little bit of news, shall we? Things have been going on this week. I think probably the biggest story, which is only partially pertinent to video games, is the acquisition, of course, of LucasArts by Disney for $4 billion in cash and stock.
Good.
Man, did the internet go crazy when that happened yesterday.
I didn't understand why.
I celebrated. I had an argument with the missus over this.
Right?
people split up. There were divorces that happened.
It was crazy.
It was crazy,
Cats,
man.
Dogs up is down, down.
Pomeranians took over Tokyo. They made a game about it. Like, holy shit.
Pomeranians are vicious. Don't be deceived.
At least the game wasn't made by Lucasfilm and LucasArts. God,
I think isn't that the thing that people like freak out? Like, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be Donald Duck is Darth Vader. Like, no.
Even if it was, that would be fantastic and much
cool.
better than Jar Jar Binks. So what's your problem?
And
I would kill for a Kingdom Hearts Star Wars game. You kidding me?
That would be awesome, yeah.
That would be amazing.
Awesome.
Kingdom Hearts 3 with Star Wars levels.
Yeah.
But thought about that.
I think people keep forgetting, like, the best of the Star Wars films is the one Lucas had the least to do with, right? Empire Strikes Back,
yeah.
He was there to just be like, all right, this is what I want to do, but the director was different, the writers were different. Like, I have no problem with George Lucas being around to sort of, because they're like, he's still going to be a creative consultant.
Which is fine. So he makes a really cool universe. Just keep him away from the script and the characters.
And the camera, like, I think they'll be even better because, let's be honest, they have nowhere to go but up at this point.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah. Like, I don't have a problem with this. I mean, let's be honest here. We might as well talk. We're talking about the films. It's going to happen. We'll talk about the games in a minute. But what has Disney put out over the last few years? Or what are they putting out? They're putting out some great movies. They put out The Avengers, which in itself single-handedly erased the memory of every terrible comic.
People forget that, and that's what I think is amazing. People are like, "Oh, it's Disney." Disney made The Avengers.
The Avengers.
Stellar.
Yeah,
kidding me? Like a Star Wars movie even half as good as The Avengers would be freaking wonderful. They also put out a bunch of really other good stuff through Disney Pixar. Wreck-It Ralph is coming out, which looks fantastic.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that movie.
I can't wait.
They're actually the guys that are funding Frankenweenie as well, which also looks pretty good and has won a number of awards already. As well as, of course, a bunch of previously good movies, including Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that. Star Wars is not really a particularly hardcore franchise in terms of it being gritty and things like that. No, it's full of jokes and silliness and one-liners and epic kind of Indiana Jones moments. And quite frankly, I don't trust Lucasfilm with that anymore, especially after what they did with the Crystal frickin' Skull. So it's okay for them to take some control away from Lucasfilm and make another Star Wars movie. It's fine. It can't be any worse than what they made over the last 10 to 20 years.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
And recently, Disney, like, flop-wise, I can only think of 2 or 3. Like, Cars 2, pretty awful. Pirates 4, pretty awful.
I actually enjoyed Pirates 4 way more than I did the third one. It's mostly the great thing about Pirates 4 is it gets rid of all the annoying characters and keeps the interesting ones.
And just keeps, I was about to say. But I think, like, giving them Lucasfilm, Disney will be real. I can imagine them creating an amazing Indiana Jones. I just want to point, like, they can redeem that series really well. I have no doubt. Because Disney also did all of the... I don't know about the second one, but as much of a history nerd as I am, I'll be honest. I kind of liked the first National Treasure a great deal.
Dude, I love
me too. Movies. Yeah, right? I will totally admit that.
Yeah.
And that's and they took Nicolas Cage and made him extremely likable and entertaining. I was like, I'm all for this. So they go create magic. I want. Can you imagine the Star Wars parts of Disney World, Disneyland? Oh my god,
that'd be pretty cool.
I want those so badly. I just want to go into the cantina. I want to go in the cantina.
Yeah, that would totally be doable. You know what?
Wouldn't it be amazing?
Here's something for you. So, the last good movie that Lucasfilms actually made that wasn't panned across the board was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade in 1989. Yep. Since then, they've released Radioland Murders, which was a universal flop, Episode 1, 2, 3, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, Clone Wars, not the good Clone Wars, the really bad Clone Wars, and they just brought out a movie called Red Tails, which has also been panned across the board. So, quite frankly, these guys suck. And it's a good job that someone has bought them and is trying to redo this, because they have not made a good film in over 20 years.
Yep.
So come on.
What's funny to me is being on Tumblr and seeing everybody typing things like, Oh my gosh, if Lucasfilms ruins my childhood and affects Disney in a negative way, and
It's
I'm like,
all-
realize who acquired who,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's a fair point.
I think people are confused.
It
about
was
what
weird
happened.
that I saw the announcement. It's like, oh, cool, they acquired, they got LucasArts, and then it was like, and episode 7 in 2015, and I was like, well, what is that? Like, I didn't know how to respond to that as a nerd because I'm like, don't you fuck with me in Star Wars? Like,
Am
you've
I
already messed up
supposed to
episode
be
1, 2, and 3.
worried? Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I was
no,
like, how am I supposed to feel? Like, what? Am I excited? Like, are they gonna fucking like explore the story of Jar Jar Binks and just ruin everything? Like, what is gonna happen?
I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, I think we actually talked about this a while ago, which is crazy. Like on a podcast a few weeks back, where I was like, I thought I was right, but I may be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that Lucas set it up so episodes 1, 2, and 3 were 40 years before 4, 5, and 6, and then this 7, 8, and 9 would be 40 years after that. So it could account for aging and everything. So it would be an entirely new story, somehow related to, hopefully, what I want very badly is like the Thrawn series, like that whole that series of books was so good.
Books, it'll be so awesome if they introduce like what was it, Mara? Is that
Mara Jade, who marries Luke Skywalker, and they have a whole new Jedi Order?
If they introduce that, if they have that, then fuck it. Like it's probably gonna be awesome. But if it like what they needed to do that would have solved a lot of problems. If the announcement at the very end and like hidden in the HTML or some shit for nerds to find was like a picture of Jar Jar like hanging from a tree and everyone's been like, fuck yes. Like I'm so
excited. And then under that, directed by Josh Whedon.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been the
can I just make a point? People are getting me wrong. Episode 1 is 40 years before episode 4.
Yeah.
There isn't a 40-year gap between 3 and 4. Episode 1 is 40 years before 4, which means episode 3 will be 40 years before episode 7. Or no, episode 4, sorry. Be 40 years before 7, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does.
Yeah,
so that's what I was referring to.
If they've got any sense, which I think they do, like, can we stop pretending that Disney's somehow stupid? Because they're not.
They're
one of the most
good.
successful companies on the planet. They
got.
know their shit, and recently they have realized mostly what's been going on. You know, the sad thing is that, like, what was the name of that film they made that was a really big flop recently? John Carter, was it? John Carter?
Oh, yeah.
That's not a bad movie. That's actually not a bad movie.
Like pretty good. Just nobody had any interest in watching it.
Well,
that's really sad.
The problem is that John Carter, as like a story, I guess the guy who worked at Pixar who wanted to like make this movie was really into it, and it's really good because the story is good. But the problem is it's such an old story that every other movie has stolen from it, and so everything in it looked like it was stolen from other movies, even though this is the very first time half of this stuff was in anything. And so, and then because the name's John Carter, no one knows that, like, that's not a franchise anyone recognizes. Yeah, exactly. So no one gave a crap about it. But the movie's actually kind of good, which is, I was like, all right.
Although, funnily enough, it's like, it has picked up significantly as a result of, well, one, that story got out, and then the Europeans are like, oh, this is a good movie. And in the box office, it's now made $282 million. Which is not bad. Their budget, the thing is, their budget was somewhere between 250 and 350 million, so it was a very expensive movie. But I would imagine, like, once this comes out on Blu-ray and people actually buy it, because this is what tends to what happens when there's a box office flop that people realize is good. They tend to go and buy the Blu-ray and make it better. You know, it's happened with pretty much every nerdy movie of all time. So here's hoping that works out for them. But
every movie considered a cult classic. That's
exactly. I don't think Disney gets scared very easily by stuff like that. They realize that some stuff isn't going to work out, and they realize that some stuff is going to be a rip-roaring success. So hopefully they won't fuck it up. But the question is, I suppose, how does this actually affect gaming in any way? Because with the acquisition of Lucasfilm, one also assumes they must have picked up LucasArts as well, right?
Right, but I mean,
can we look that up?
The only games on the radar right now for Star Wars are the Angry Birds games, which are just bonkers, and then what is that, 1313?
Yeah, which actually looks
amazing.
We don't know what it is, but it looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
The newest trailer where it's like, we've got to go to the deepest part of Coruscant. I was like, this is going to be awesome. No clue what it's about, except that you go to like the Undercity.
LucasArts they're making that, right? Like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
We'll see.
LucasArts has been acquired. I mean, that has actually happened. So
And they have a Star Wars game in development right now.
Yeah, there are some commentators are saying that the future of LucasArts is kind of in doubt as a result of the acquisition, like that they may just decide to close it down. I think if they've got any sense, they won't. Honestly, I think
at least give it a shot, right?
Let them get out 1313.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're pretty sure 1313 is coming out one way or the other. It's too far along.
That
it's
might
not going to get
save
cancelled.
LucasArts then. Like if that game's huge, because it looks like there's a lot of hype around it. If that game's huge, that could save them.
And to be fair, like the Force Unleashed, they weren't terrible. They weren't bad games.
Force Unleashed 1 was pretty good.
The first one was
sucked.
so good.
I never played the second one.
The problem
with
the second one it was far too much repetition.
It was
a huge amount of. There was only about 3 levels, and they just copy pasted essentially elements of the levels over and over again. It was that was really disappointing.
I enjoyed the first one though.
I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was a pretty good game. It was a pretty good Star Wars game. It was a pretty good hack and slash kind of spectacle fighter.
Well, it gave you kind of what Star Wars has never done, and that's just the fact of like being a fucking powerful person in that universe. So
yeah, it did.
We'll see. What I think 1313 is gonna hopefully kind of explore the smuggler kind of side of things, which I don't think has been done in a game before.
Yes,
so that's an interesting take.
And
it looks fantastic. Like graphically, it looks incredible. We'll just have to see if that has to be next gen, or it had to be running on like a beastly PC.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see how that turns out. So there's a quote here from a LucasArts rep that said, "For the time being, all projects are business as usual. We're excited about the possibilities that Disney brings. The main problem is that the shift away from hardcore games has been happening with Disney for a while, and one thing that really happened with it is Split Second flopped for them. Yeah, that was a Disney-published game by BlackRock Studios. A really good racing game, actually. I enjoyed that game a lot.
That was like the fighting, or not fighting, but it was like competitive racing or something?
Well, basically, you could trigger parts of the level to collapse and do crazy stuff. Like,
okay.
That was a beautiful
I'm thinking of
looking
Blur,
game.
I think.
No, yeah, Blur was awesome. Blur also, the studio got shut down. What is it with interesting racing games killing studios?
If it's not Forza...
There's just not a lot of interest in racing games right now.
It has to be like a Forza or Gran Turismo.
I love those. Blur is one of my favorite racing games ever. I love that game.
Or EA just keeps like trying to revive Need for Speed, which they might have done with Most Wanted.
The funny thing is they don't actually need to revive it at all because people still keep buying it. Just don't go in weird directions like with Shift. No one actually cares about that. Just make more Need for Speed games. Go back to Underground. That's what's going to happen in the next few years. They're gonna reboot Underground, and it's going to be super popular again. I can see
what they need to do is they need to create a game, Need for Speed Burnout Paradise 2. Just buy that, create that game. It'll be incredible. It'll be Criterion developing a game that's not Most Wanted.
It's so weird, right? The way that the system is, because the guy, I think there's Bugbear Studios. I'm pretty sure those guys were behind Burnout and then made a Ridge Racer game. Cats literally living with dogs. It's crazy. Yeah. No, the latest Ridge Racer was great.
It was? Was that 7?
What was it called? It had some really stupid name. Ridge
7's pretty stupid. Like that's
Unbounded.
Ridge Racer.
Unbounded was the name of it.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that's right.
Brilliant.
Yes.
It was a great game. It was absolutely fantastic racing game, and
never played it.
Yeah, it was developed by Bugbear Entertainment, who they were responsible for Flat Out. That's what got me confused. Yeah, they made the Flat Out games, and then Criterion made Burnout, but now make Need for Speed.
Yeah. You know, the scary part, I didn't mention this about Most Wanted, but they introduced so the game is broken. Each car has a leveling system on it, kind of. And it's very like Call of Duty-ish in multiplayer.
No one is surprised. So cars are just like around the world. You don't do anything special to earn cars. You just have to find them. When you find the car, you don't have any upgrades for it. So it doesn't have boost. You just steal the thing, or?
Yeah, it's kind of like you win a race and then you get boost. I think there's 2 different types of boost, and you can do like different things with your tires. You can get different tires. You can get different kits. I don't think it changes the look, but it just makes it so you can take more of a hit, or you can go faster. Your car is lighter and whatnot. And then in multiplayer, there's a leveling system, but as far as I know, I don't think it affects. It's not like you hit level 30 and you unlock a car or a special type of something like it would be a Call of Duty. But it's just weird that racing games, like we mentioned Blur, they're slowly starting to become like Call of Duty games, more and more and more. But I guess that's just everything right now in the industry that has a multiplayer aspect to it. So
yeah, it's because unfortunately people are going down the path of playing multiplayer games solely for the progression. And
even Halo did it.
Yeah. And even in games that come out without the progression system actually get panned by a lot of people saying, oh, what's the point in playing it if it doesn't have progression? It's like, well, you could play it for fun. That's a possibility, right?
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of FPS that are coming out for PC, like, Natural Selection 2 and Primal Carnage, two good examples of games, and neither of those have progression systems either. So some people just seem to demand that now. And I hate it. I think we need to move away from it entirely because people focus on the grind as opposed to focusing on the gameplay.
And I don't think people are demanding that. I think it's companies seeing and looking at Call of Duty and be like, they've got it figured out. Let's try to emulate that and try to. I don't know.
I think some people are demanding it. Like when I play some of these new games for PC that don't have progression systems, I often find people say, "Oh, this game gets really boring after a couple of matches because there's no progression. I don't unlock new stuff."
And people just get used to like a specific thing, and then they're like, "Why doesn't this have this?" Get bored.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Sad.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, anyway, kind of back to the point, I suppose. Hopefully, this LucasArts thing works out well, and we get a Battlefront 3 without a progression system. That would be nice. I
never played that game. Was that? It was really, really good, right?
Yeah, it was good. I would. It was good. Yeah, that was a great game. That wasn't just a great Star Wars game. That was a great game in general. Like some people like that better than the Battlefield series. So,
it was Battlefield Star
Wars, basically.
Okay.
And it was awesome. So
could you drive like an AT-AT and shit like that?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, it had vehicles in it. There was like air combat. There was space combat. The second game, I can't remember which. It was the first or the second game allowed you to play as famous characters. So you like bring Darth Vader. You could like. It's actually a system I think they stole from StarCraft Ghosts multiplayer. Interestingly enough, because in StarCraft Ghosts multiplayer, when we played it back in 2005 at BlizzCon. You started off as a basic Marine, and you earned points, and then you would spend those points to spawn a better unit. So you could like be a Firebat or a Ghost, and if you were Zerg, you could go all the way up to a Mutalisk, which is like the most powerful unit. I'm pretty sure Battlefront worked in a kind of similar way. So, yeah, it was... I think that's maybe where they stole that from, but it's...
When did that game come out?
A while ago. A few years ago.
I'm trying to remember what I was playing when that... Maybe I was in like my Quake days where I just didn't play anything else.
Possibly. But yeah, Battlefront is awesome, and like people have been really disappointed that Battlefront 3 didn't come out. So it's we'll see. Hopefully it'll work out well for LucasArts. If not, then it'll be a bit of a loss. But again, I don't really expect LucasArts to be putting out games that I'm really interested in anymore anyway. They're not going to put out a new X-Wing game. We're not going to get any graphical adventures from them anymore. We're not going to get any point and clicks. So, unless we get Republic Commando 2, then I don't really care.
Yeah.
And we probably won't get that either.
Maybe they'll put out a new Jedi Knight game, yeah.
Yeah, oh...
they won't.
The multiplayer
they would
for that
ruin
was
it.
So
Think
fun.
about it. They would ruin it. It would be regenerating health bullshit. It would be horribly linear. It would be done in the Call of Duty style for single player, but like a 4-hour campaign. Everything would be scripted. Like you are the most powerful Jedi in the universe with a lightsaber, but you can't get through a wooden door without the assistance of your Wookiee companion that insists on telling you about his family.
With Darth Vader in it. There's a trailer right there. Just copy Call of Duty straight up. We solved it.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it starts at his feet. It just slowly comes up, and you have Back in Black going. Do it.
I'd buy that.
I'd buy it.
Do it. Make it happen.
No. Let's move on before I get upset. Let's talk microtransactions. Yay! Everyone loves those.
Yay!
Turns out, Assassin's Creed 3 has microtransactions for the multiplayer by the name of Eredito Credits. They come in a variety of different pricing tiers, yes, and it will allow you to, well, buy stuff in the multiplayer.
It'll allow you to buy stuff.
Yeah, I know, it's a revelation, right? Yeah, it allows you to unlock in-game items from levels 1 through to 50.
So it's like, is it making it so that if you wanted to play in multiplayer, then any items that you maybe haven't unlocked in the game yet, you can get
buy.
And utilize?
Yeah,
okay.
You can pay real money for. Yeah.
Oh, so it's if you're too lazy to unlock them in the game.
Yeah.
It says in on this Rock Paper Shotgun article, it says whatever the fucking name of the credits are. Why would they make it so
Erudito credits?
get over yourself, Assassin's Creed. It seems to be multiplayer specific.
Yes, it is multiplayer specific.
Okay.
So
So it doesn't affect single player, I guess, at all.
Who
Right, so it
cares
doesn't
if it
give you
affects
an
single player or
edge.
not, really? Well,
Yeah.
it does give you an edge, because multiplayer is the only
Sure.
thing that matters. We're not buying... Okay, I think we've got things mixed up. You buy these for the multiplayer, not for the single player. So,
Right.
yes,
And the multiplayer
is competitive.
And if you get them in the single player, you don't have to buy them. Like, you can unlock them in single, yes?
Right.
I
right.
believe so,
No,
yes.
I totally understand that.
I believe you
I'm saying-
can get currency in the single player, and you can convert that to multiplayer, yeah.
Is the multiplayer even good for this? Like,
So
I haven't seen anyone talk about it.
I don't know if it's any good for 3. I know it's great for Revelations. I played a ton for Revelations. It was a really unique game mode.
I remember seeing a lot of that.
The whole point of multiplayer in that, and like just watch the Aussie Gamers video for Revelations multiplayer, and you'll see some amazing things. It's a really different kind of deathmatch because you instantly kill somebody by assassination. There's no just running around killing people or anything like that. You're in a virtual simulation where you're trying to figure out where your target is. And someone's also hunting you. So you're given a target, and then someone else is given you as a target. You got to figure out if someone's chasing you, and if you figure out who it is, you can try and escape, and that triggers a chase, and you can like bring down parts of the environment
try to
block
act
you.
like the NPCs.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is really, really awesome. And it was completely unique. I loved it to bits. I don't really know what they've done with 3s. I think it's pretty
Did it ever get
similar.
old?
No, like it never really does, because like each kind of person you play with plays in a different way. Some people are kind of really aggressive. Some people like to take to the roof. Some people are they play very stealthily. They act just like the NPCs do. It's great. It's so fun.
Maybe I need to try that.
I really like the handling on Assassin's Creed 3, but I don't know anything about the multiplayer either.
I'll probably buy it just for the multiplayer. I stopped playing the
Really?
single player in Brotherhood. I did. Like I got about halfway through that game and just like, this is more of the same. The combat.
Evie, you get to be on ships and attack pirates, and you can critical hit bears. You have to play the
Come on.
Critical hit bears.
If I were to critical hit bears, I'll play Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2013. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
I have
fun.
seen that game. By the way, that game is.
I
awesome.
did a video on it yesterday. It's
You
awful.
Did you buy the gun for it?
No, I got the PC version, so it's even worse. It's
Oh,
terrible.
you should have.
terrible
You should have
game.
had the gun.
I got it in a
for
pack with 2 Cabela's games. It's awful.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll play a bit of the single player, but I just haven't cared about Assassin's Creed single player for so long because it's the same thing over and over again, and it's too easy. Like, you can fight off 50 guys because they'll just come at you one at a time. They just counter.
It's always been like that, though.
Yeah, and I hate it.
Did they change any of that in AC3?
Good question. Who's played the single player? Dodgy, you are.
Wait,
right?
is AC3 out for PC? Because it's not on Steam yet.
No, it's not out for like
No,
another
it's
month.
not.
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
was like,
waiting
I
on.
don't.
They said
yeah,
we're going
I'm
to
waiting
release
on
it
that
at the
too.
same time, by which we mean a month later. So you expect it next year, knowing
I
Ubisoft.
have not played it yet, so
No, but
we're-
Dodger,
we all
you
have
have
to rely on
played it.
Dodger.
I've
Yep.
played very little
we
of it. What was the question?
The question is, have they changed the combat around in such a way that it's actually challenging this time?
The combat isn't. It's mostly the same, honestly.
No big surprise.
The thing that I really like is the way that you interact with the environment, just because the environment is so different. Like, I just really love that, and the way that they translated the parkour elements to being in the woods and all that.
Yeah.
But okay, so with the microtransactions thing, it's basically like it's kind of punishing you for not playing the entire game before you do multiplayer. Is that what's happening?
It seems like it, which is going to suck for me because I would buy the game just for the multiplayer, and I don't think you should ever be doing that, really.
As
Right.
people with little time can use whatever the fuck they call them,
Erudito credits. Is like,
as a shortcut to unlock game items from level 1 to
This is
50.
why they should release 2 editions of a game. Yeah, they should release 2 editions of a game, one that doesn't have the single player and is either cheaper and just has multiplayer, or gives me a bunch of Erudito credits with the multiplayer and just says, hey, buy all the stuff that you would have otherwise gotten if you'd bothered to play our stupid single player game.
Well, I'm actually quite excited for the single player game because I'm reading Twitter and I'm looking at all the comments people are making, and one of my like favorite all-time artists, Ollie Moss, has this like he's playing it and he's like, no wonder the Yanks revolted. There's redcoats climbing all over their houses. And now I just want to see this. I want to see this thing. Like,
game,
I want to see redcoats like maybe
That's
sing up
ridiculous.
houses.
To go back to what Dodger was saying, like the way that you move through that game, comparing it, I stopped playing after AC1. I've watched videos of all the cinematics, so I know what's up with the story. But like the way that you move in that game compared to all the other ones, it would have sucked so bad to be a level designer in that because they basically had to connect like all the trees so you could constantly move through the trees, right? And it's not a giant
because you
block
don't have
building.
big cities.
Yeah, it's not a giant big block house. It's a little dainty tree that is connected throughout the entire woods.
You branch hop and you like climb up trees to jump over rivers and all sorts of stuff. There's something that they actually already patched because they were making it so that if you were anywhere near something, you would try to climb it regardless of how big it was or what it was, and it was really obnoxious, but they fixed that already. I don't think that they've fixed his swan diving into the street yet. That's an issue, but
do they have proper cities in it? Like Boston's in, right?
Oh yeah,
Boston's in it, and
maybe I'll play it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's really fun, and I wanna finish playing it, and I really love fighting pirates. I just love being on.
I've heard the naval aspect's like one of the best parts of the game.
You can upgrade your cannons to have cannons on top of your cannons. It's so great.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ryan from Giant Bomb was saying his favorite part of the game was the fighting on the boat or whatever. So
yeah, it's so great.
One of the things that I actually at PAX that I was glad I got to go watch those guys play it. When you're in the city, it was you kill a guy, guards come, and you have to escape. Like that's what their demo was.
Assassin's Creed.
But but the way the guy did it is he was taking suggestions how to escape, and we were like, most convoluted way possible. Show us something, and everyone in the room was like, yeah, don't be all sneaky, go crazy. And so he jumps from like stall to stall in the market, right? As the guys are beneath him trying to grab him. And then he jumps into a house, runs through, a woman freaks out and like cowers in the corner. He jumps out the house onto some more roofs, runs across the thing, jumps down, hides out the market, just chills there as guards run past him. And then he just proceeds to cause more drama. And I was like, this is great. If they can keep this up for the entire game, which is, I guess we'll have to see, that is a strong selling point.
It is.
Yeah.
The problem,
those moments have always been the best.
Yeah,
about the game.
Exactly. But the thing is, this has been happening since Assassin's Creed 1. Aside from the whole running through the buildings, because most of the stuff in the Assassin's Creed games isn't indoors. Aside from that, you can do all of that in Assassin's Creed 1 and everything since then. The problem is there's no point, because it's easier just to kill the guards. Because...
It is.
Which is
you gotta role play a little bit, man.
Straight, man. Your brain waves will get all out of whack. Don't you follow the story?
Come on, TV. Wow.
No, they won't, though, because guards aren't considered to be innocents. You can kill as many guards as you want in that game. It will have no negative effect on you whatsoever. It's no problem at all. So that's the problem with Assassin's Creed 3. It wants to be kind of a stealthy assassination game. Obviously, it's going to have some combat. It's not Thief. But the problem is that you can just slaughter the entire town's worth of guards, and they can't do anything to you, because you just counter them all the frickin' time.
Yeah. I mean, that was definitely true in the old one. We'll see if it changed in AC3.
Maybe it does, maybe like later on, because everyone's like armed with firearms and things like that.
They introduced guns, so...
Well, guns were in Brotherhood as well.
Brotherhood,
yeah, but it wasn't that was like a one-shot thing. It wasn't like a...
Oh, yeah,
I guess,
most people went with
I guess there's still one-shot now. There's no automatic.
I'm fairly sure in Revelations, a lot more of them had guns, actually. But, yeah, it's not ideal, really. I mean, the trailer never really started off well for me, because it was that one guy, the assassin, versus a battalion of British troops just jumping around with an axe. I was like, just shoot the fucker, he's right there.
That was an amazing trailer, because it was so silly.
It was dumb. And again, that trailer sums up the entire problem I've got with the Assassin's Creed franchise. And adding microtransactions to multiplayer just adds another layer of bullshit to the game series. And it's like, come on, guys, really?
I'm telling you, I can't wait until the next Assassin's Creed 4, when it's the same trailer, except he's now on Normandy. It's D-Day. He's in Normandy on the beach, wearing the exact same robe. And soldiers are like,
looking
what
at
the hell
him
is this guy doing?
And then the dubstep comes in, and you're just like, what the fuck?
He's just backflipping over tank traps and killing Nazis.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Done.
I'll tell you what would be great.
I don't
Actually,
know where else they go now.
I think they go World War II and they set the assassin is French and they make him part of the French resistance. That would be cool.
That's
I
an
think.
extremely good idea.
The thing is, that's
yeah.
already been done. It's called The Saboteur. That game came out years ago, but
and it was all right too. So.
it was aside from the fact that it crashed half the PCs in the universe.
There's all the 18. Maybe Civil War would be nice if he's in America. That'd be cool because they could still pull that off.
Yeah.
No, you place two of them, and they're brothers, and they fight each other.
Well, his.
At the end of the game, you have to choose which one lives.
I think in 3, the main character, whoever it is, his thought. This is spoiler. Sorry if. Let's wait a couple seconds so people can mute
let's
it.
the spoiler indicator.
Oh yeah, spoiler finger.
Spoiler indicator. When this finger goes down, spoiler ends. Go.
Okay, spoiler.
Okay.
So his father
he's
is
gonna
part
hold it, I'll
of.
just stay there.
His father is in one of the armies, and he's kind of a dick apparently. And I don't know how much that plays into it, but I still think the biggest draw for this game is the story because spoilers at the end of the last one, fucking aliens. What? Like, how does that factor into anything?
Yeah.
I want to know how they go with that. Like, how do you have aliens in this game?
Yeah, they've gone Dan
What?
Brown. They went Dan Brown in Assassin's Creed 2. Really, actually, even before that, arguably, because the whole Animus thing is a ridiculous. It's just stupid. It's a ridiculous pretense to the whole thing. It's a ridiculous storytelling. What's the term I'm looking for? I wouldn't say mechanic because that's more of a game. A device, yes. It's a storytelling device, and it's a bad one. And
when it happened at the end of the game, like you never see that you're never like you're kind of like, well, this is I don't know where they're going with this, and then it's like aliens, and the game ends, and you're just like, what in the how?
Yeah.
I don't know if they pick that up right from the start or if it's at the very end.
Well, at least they ended badly in the middle of the series rather than the end of it, like Mass Effect, right?
That's true.
It's like it's okay. It can only
I
go
never
up
played
from
Mass
here.
Effect, or the third one.
This will be a surprise for Ubisoft. Once we get Assassin's Creed 4, we get the grand conclusion, and suddenly the whole thing makes sense, and it's the best ending ever, and everyone celebrates. And Jesse goes to cry in a corner because his diminishing returns theory has been forever destroyed.
Yeah.
They've said that they want to bring that game to like modern day, right?
Yeah, they have. I think we put the spoiler fingers down now.
Isn't there a photo, or wasn't something leaked this week where it was an artist's sketch of a character, an assassin, and the rafters above what looked like a boxing or wrestling ring?
Ooh.
Wasn't that a thing
Possibly.
at some point?
Yeah, I think so. They could just do a kind of Industrial Revolution Victorian era, but that's now just been done with Dishonored.
What if they went to like?
What
if they went to like the Great Depression or something like that? I don't even know.
If they went
there.
20s and he was like a gangster, and he had to
Yeah,
fight
that'd be
against
kinda
like
cool.
stuff. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
See, but
Like
once
a
you
monster.
introduce like automatic guns, then it's really like, why is he like countering? Just get a gun and shoot this fucking guy with a tomahawk.
Well, because it's not all that stealthy, is it? Well, that's actually a point where they could really get the stealth aspect going and the deception aspect going. Whereas at the moment, it's like, you're a master swordsman that can kill 5,000 guards, so what's the point in being stealthy? But if you make the guards shoot you, which is what I was hoping with Assassin's Creed 3, that you couldn't pull that bullshit, but it seems like all they want to do is fight you with their clumsy bayonet on the end of a freaking 20-foot-long musket,
Right.
or try and inaccurately shoot you from 20 feet away. And then they'll fight you with swords, and when they do that, they lose. So it seems like they've done the same thing.
Maybe 1800s like Russia or Japan might be a setting.
Japan would be pretty.
Japan
sick.
would be
Japan would be
fantastic if they
cool.
went back.
It would make sense with the melee combat, like maybe you're a
Right?
samurai or
Go
some
back
shit.
and do Samurai Ninja. Yeah, absolutely. That would
That'd
I
be
would
awesome.
I would kill it. That
He
would
becomes
but
a
if it-
samurai ninja.
a Samurai
If it was
Ninja. Yeah.
1800s, you could have the whole Japanese and them retrofitting their army.
Oh, that
and so
one.
you could have.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That'd be
might
cool.
work as well. We'll see. All right, let's wrap up with some releases then, shall we? Let's go through what is coming out. Exciting news tomorrow, WWE 2013 for Wii, PS3, and Xbox.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay, that's on November 1st. And Cargo Commander, that game that we showed last week and still have no idea what it's on, that is coming out tomorrow. That being November 1st. So it is.
PC.
Yeah,
Yay.
PC only for that one, definitely. So that's certainly worth a look. November 6th, the big day for many Xbox players. Halo 4 is coming out across the board in EU and US, so you'll be able to get your hands on that. JP, do you have anything to say about Halo? Because, I mean, come on, you worked for MLG for like 1 billion years. That organization that was started with Halo, so...
I played what I like to consider the true Halos. I played Halo 1, 2, and 3. I didn't play Reach or ODST. I think that's all of them. And I told myself when Halo...
Anniversary Edition as well, isn't there?
Yeah, something like that. I told myself I wasn't going to play Halo 4. And then I started getting into their marketing campaign. And holy shit, have they put out like some of the best content to support a game that I've ever seen.
That Forward Until Dawn, man.
Oh my god,
crap.
It's so good.
That's really good.
Yep.
I'll start this with, obviously I'm a huge nerd. In episode 4, there's something that happens, and I actually audibly said fuck yes, and like kind of like fist pump to myself quietly in my room. Like it's so well done. That is also well done. The things that they're putting in the game, that I guess I'm gonna buy Halo 4, which I hope I don't regret it. But the stuff that they've put out for that has just been insane. The live action trailer they did, which was kind of weird that they attached who was the director that they attached to that? The Social Network guy. I can't remember his name, but they attached like some big Hollywood name to it, and it was okay. But go watch Forward Until Dawn if you haven't watched it yet. It is just awesome.
The special effects,
if you're a Halo fan.
The weapons fire in episode 4 is like the most beautiful thing to look at. I was just blown away.
And it does what Halo has never really done, because like Halo 1, when you think of like the Covenant, the aliens in the game, you think of like the little grunt kind of like running around squealing and being really retarded. And then when you shoot him in Halo 3, like he turns into party confetti. They made the Covenant seem like really scary badasses in this trailer. And I hope that carries over to the game, where it's not just like you're fighting 400 of them. Like if you see like an elite, then you're like, oh fuck, this is an elite. Like this is probably going to be kind of hard. And I hope it has that interest in it. That type of feeling to it.
I just want these games out on PC, because if I'm honest, Halo is actually the only console FPS series is there any? No, I think that pretty much is it. The only one that I just really want to see on PC, because the stuff that gets here is like Call of Duty and Battlefield and Homefront and Medal of Honor. I don't care about any of these. Halo's actually kind of interesting.
It is.
For the longest time, it has been a traditional FPS. There are secrets to find. There are levels which can actually, confuse you in some way, because they're not just a straight path. There's a bunch of outdoor vehicle segments which aren't scripted, and you just drive around. It's got interesting weapons, rather than a fucking M16 over and over again. It's got interesting enemies, and yet it's not on PC.
The original one had a PC port, and I think it was pretty good after they patched it for a while. But
it was. The second one did too, but it was...
It did?
Yeah, they made it like a Windows Vista exclusive, and it came out years afterwards, and it wasn't really a big deal.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
It did come out. Yeah, the original one did come on PC, and it was great. And people still play the original's multiplayer and mod it to this day. So that's pretty cool. But since then, of course, nothing's come out, because Microsoft has said, well, we don't want it, which is that's always a weird attitude to have, isn't it? It really is, because they make Windows. It's like, we'd prefer you play on Xbox because we make more money that way. It's like, I don't want to play on Xbox. It's like 720p 30 FPS game, go away with a controller, no less. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna buy another Halo game. We'll see.
I won't, because of the controller. I say I care about it. I would only care about it if it was on PC. Like, I make myself not care about it because it's not on PC, and I know that I can't play those games with a controller because I hate the feel. I really do.
And I think it also has new stuff in the multiplayer.
I haven't really paid much attention.
It's got something called, I think it's Spartan Ops, where
that's like they're releasing episodic missions.
Yeah, so you get the first one for free
Spartan
when you
Ops.
buy the game. I think it's 50 missions, and I think.
Yeah, they're doing
10 videos or something like. I don't know what it is, but it looks interesting.
They're producing it kind of like a television series, but they do it in episodic gameplay. So it seems interesting. The multiplayer, I don't really know a lot about, other than the fact that they stole a feature from.
It's COD.
They stole a feature from Blacklight Retribution. They stole the whole looking through walls thing, and it's that wasn't so great, but it's a shame. I would love to enjoy that game, but.
Just go buy an Xbox, man.
I have an Xbox. I have all the consoles. I just don't want to play on them because they're bad.
Go get a what's it called, a Zim, I think, where you can hook a mouse and keyboard up to your 360. Have you heard of that?
I have heard of it, yeah, but I know it doesn't work that well, and it's still a 720p 30 FPS game. You know,
I guess
it's I don't have a $5,000 rig to play on something like that. It's not great.
Jesse, what were you? I kept cutting you off. Were you trying to say something?
No, I was just gonna say that I have this massive interest in the actual plot of the game.
Well, the plot's good. It's got a lot of lore behind it. There's like 6-7 books, I think.
And I can't, like, it blew my mind reading the comments in the Forward Unto Dawn sections of those videos.
Spoiler yourself.
Because apparently Lasky, that character, is in like all the books. And they're like, oh, well, in this book, and I'm just like, there's a thing here that I don't know about. I was like, oh dear, I'm gonna be on Wikipedia all night looking this stuff up.
Yeah, Halo lore is legit.
It's good. It's good. So it's supposed to be good. I think the single player embargo is up on I think comes out or it lifts on the 6th.
So
the
it's
multiplayer
on the
embargo.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
guess they're trying to
embargo
prevent
is a couple
spoilers,
days.
I suppose.
No, multiplayer embargo is tomorrow.
Yeah, which makes sense because there's no spoilers there. But yes, I that's one of the only times when I'm okay with them really embargoing single player because that it would be all over YouTube spoiled for everyone.
Well, it already is because the game leaked.
Oh, yeah, fair point. Okay, never mind. Screw that. Then.
It leaked like 3 weeks before it came out, and there were spoilers everywhere. I don't think it's up on YouTube anymore. They've done a decent job of covering it all up. But if you want to find out what happens in Halo 4, you can find out what happens in Halo 4 pretty easily.
All right,
spoils.
Yes, indeed.
I don't want to spoil it for myself either, so I didn't read.
So there are a few other unfortunate games that are coming out on November 6th that probably won't sell that well. There's a lot of bundles, actually. There's 2 collections, the Rockstar Games collection and Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD collection.
What?
Yeah.
I need that.
They're doing that in HD. Those games are actually good. No, you might laugh all you want, but the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi games are really good. So
they're good, but they just keep releasing one like every year, and it's like, well, here we go, guys. Let's see how Goku defeats Raditz, and his power level's over 9. Oh, now I got to go kill Frieza. Here's Cell. Now let's go on to the next saga.
It's a pretty fun fighting game with a bunch of different, really weird, unique mechanics in it.
But do they ever change anything from game to game?
Probably not. But that's why you buy the HD collection. You know,
there's one out. I don't know if you saw this, but there's one out for Kinect.
Oh
that came out
Christ,
recently.
that's bad. Oh.
Yes, it's Dragon Ball Kinect.
Horrible.
I think is the name.
We saw that at E3. Remember, Dodger?
What?
We saw that at E3 when we were walking around. There was that giant screen. It was some kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually charge up. You have to go like this, and you don't have to say Kamehameha or anything like that.
So the same people made a Naruto one. I would love to see them try to turn the Naruto one into a Kinect game.
The Naruto games were supposed to be good too.
No, the Naruto games are actually really good, and I actually hate Naruto, but they're really, really good.
Yeah. So these guys know what they're doing, so it might be worth getting hold of this collection. Wow, it seems that there's a format that Rayman Origins isn't out on yet, so it's coming out on November 6th. 3DS version of Rayman Origins, so I can own a 6th version of that game. God.
I still never played through it.
Toe Jam and Earl is also coming out to PS3 Network. Just the original version, I think. Nothing special on that one. And Little Big Planet Karting for PS3, which is probably going to sell about 7 copies. And those of you who are interested in something for your PlayStation Vita and PSP, Ragnarok Tactics is coming out. This is actually PSP, by the way. It is a PSP game, but of course you can play that on the Vita as well. And I believe that there's another Ragnarok game coming out, isn't there? They're doing Ragnarok Odyssey for the PlayStation Vita, which is a single-player game based on the Ragnarok Online game, which of course is a very popular Asian side-scrolling MMO. But another tactics game for PlayStation Portable. That's pretty much all they release on there these days. So, but there you go. What else have we got coming out? Oh, sorry. What's that?
Oh, I was just gonna say, it says, I don't know if I'm gonna skip anything, but it has Ninja Gaiden and it says 3DS W, and then for
3DS
Paper Mario, huh?
3DS where?
Oh, okay.
So it's online downloadable system, basically.
Okay. I don't know why my brain didn't quite understand that. I was like, why does this one say that it says 3DSW and 3DS, and then the other one just says 3DSW?
Yeah.
I'm caught up now.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden is coming out and downloadable. I believe it's just the original platformer on 3DSware. I assume Virtual Console.
Me, Jesse.
And then on the 11th of November, a new Paper Mario game, which is because Nintendo have now allowed you
really?
to New Paper Mario. They're allowing you to download games on the online store now, so that's coming out on 3DS and 3DSware. So you'll be able to download the new Paper Mario. It's called Sticker Star, which is a fairly terrible name for a video game.
Have you seen anything? Like, does it look good? I haven't seen
Paper
anything.
Mario game. It looks fairly good. There's not really a lot of information about it that I've seen, but it looks pretty good. So
November 13th. Hold up. Lego Lord of the Rings. I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm
looks
in.
great. Looks awesome.
I'm in.
I'm all over Lego Lord of the Rings. All the Lego games are great. So
November
13th is a bit of a nightmare month, though. So nightmare day, even. What the fuck? It's a nightmare day. So Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is coming out on everything ever, so you can pick that up. The new expansion for Rift's coming out for those of you who are still playing that. There's a new Raving Rabbids game. Good God. What else we got? Hip Hop Dance Experience. For Wii and Xbox. Wow. A new Sims 3 expansion. There's a History Channel game. Jesus. And yeah, Lego Lord of the Rings, which is coming out on pretty much every platform ever. So,
are those sell to me the Lego game?
Okay. The best way to
I know what they are, I just can't get into them.
Okay, so most of these are free roaming kind of 3D action platformers of sorts, and they are very much parodies of their source material. Big parodies of it. The Lego Star Wars games took the piss of everything, which was great. I'm pretty sure Jar Jar Binks died about 30 times in the original trilogy of these games, which is good.
You're done.
Lego Batman was kind of the same. Lego Batman 2 is actually
really
open world.
good.
Yeah, DC
really
Superheroes, really, really good. They also
voice acting.
Lego Indiana Jones, which is probably not as good as Star Wars and that. And then, of course, now they're doing Lego Lord of the Rings, which it's got kind of action platformer elements. It's got brawler elements in it. It's usually these games have vehicle segments, things like that, and they let you customize your character. And overall, it's just a really silly parody of the existing source material, which means it's got a bunch of really good jokes in it that adults appreciate, but it's still a kid-friendly game. So that's why the Lego game's great.
And I get they're kind of like play with friends to.
Yeah, there's drop-in, drop-out co-op. Yeah, drop-in, drop-out co-op is available, so that's definitely worthwhile. Some of them let you build vehicles and do crazy stuff like that. So, yeah, definitely, I'll pick that up. Lego Lord of the Rings is probably going to be great. So,
all right, we'll see.
I'm all over.
I imagine a Lego competition between Legolas, and Gimli.
Yeah, nicely done. Nicely.
I imagine them. Oh, it's gonna be wonderful.
Yep. I suppose the other big release we need to talk about is the fact that the Wii U is coming out on November 18th. This is, I believe this is launch in US only at that time. So
I think you're right.
Pretty much every game ever coming out for that. I will be getting Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii Edition because you can play as really weird, realistic versions of all the Nintendo characters in it.
I can't read it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get your credit card information, but I can't see it.
We have our Wii U pre-ordered as well. We actually pre-ordered ours at Walmart because it was just much
easier.
Dude,
that's where I got mine. Yeah. Did you get the layaway thing?
The what?
The layaway thing that
I don't even know what that means. What's a layaway?
So
this seems like an American thing.
Like the pre-order sold out. I think in a week they were sold out at like GameStop, Walmart, online. Well,
GameStop, as usual, stocks about 3 consoles and then says, it's all sold out. We pre-ordered. They do this all the time. So, GameStop's actually the worst place to get a new anything, which is really dumb.
It is. So they were basically hard to find. I found one online to get from Walmart, and they were going to ship it. It was on Thursday. I would have gotten it on Thursday when the game comes out on Saturday evening, or the system comes out Saturday evening, and I was like, that sucks, but whatever. At least I got one before like the holiday rush.
Yeah.
And then there was I think it was a manager email that was leaked like a week or two, or maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And it was basically they, for some reason, I guess, started taking Wii U's through their layaway process, which is just a fancy term for pre-order. That's all. Yeah. Like I went in and paid for the full thing, and then I could just go pick it up on Saturday evening. So I'm, for some fucking reason, I'm excited for the Wii U, and I think it might.
We've talked about this a lot, and I think we've come to the conclusion that there are a bunch of really good games. It's got an interesting control method that can actually lead to some interesting multiplayer experiences. And the console, it's a new console. How long have we had to wait?
What it is. I think it's the fact that it's a new thing that I can go buy that
runs in 1080p, proper 1080p.
You know? And the big thing is Nintendo and 1080. Like, if they make a 1080p Zelda game, I'm fucking there day zero. Like that is probably like the best thing that could happen in the next generation, if you can even consider this a next generation console. Which a lot of the details are kind of sparse on this as well. Like there are a lot of things that people don't know about the system, which I guess I'm looking to.
It's
find out.
marginally more powerful than the PS3 and 360. They're doing pretty much all the games in proper 1080p. Most of them are supposed to be 60 frames per second as well. So that indicates a fairly decent step up in power, which I'm interested by. And the launch lineup is full of hardcore titles. It's chock full of them.
And there was where was it? I think it was an IGN video. That was a preview for Zombie U, and they were saying it's really, really good. It's like
I've
the
had
best
that
game
pre-ordered.
at launch.
Yeah,
so
I've got that Tekken Tag,
so cool.
The new Super Mario Brothers, because they have a world map again. New Super Mario Brothers for Wii U has a world map just like Super Mario World, and
it probably uses the controller.
Yeah.
And the controller seems really like I want to see what people do once they hack the controller and what they can do with that.
That seems entertaining, yeah. And
so I don't know. I can't believe I'm excited for a new Wii.
I'm excited for a new Nintendo console. Yeah, I'm
like
looking
buying
forward to
Halo. It feels like I've gone back 10 years. So.
You're regressing.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep, I'm looking forward to that. All right, well, that pretty much wraps up the releases over the next week and a half or so. Keep an eye out for those titles. And, of course, I think everyone's just going to be talking about Call of Duty anyway. So,
which is, inside sources from MLG employees say that it's actually good.
We'll see. I'll buy it. I'll see how it turns out. Maybe the PC port won't suck. Treyarch do a better job of their PC ports than Infinity Ward do. I can tell you that for a fact. So we'll see how it turns out. Maybe it'll be interesting. I've heard some things about it which seem okay. I'll buy it. I'll see what it's like. And maybe the single player might not suck as well because it's got a few interesting ideas.
Some of the guys that we know who work places that we might know have early copies of it. And it's just all like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So...
They're like that with everything, though. Even Giant Bomb falls into this hype trap every time a new Call of Duty. They really do. They do a special episode on it. I remember their Modern Warfare 2 podcast was nothing but that for 3 fucking hours, just gushing over how amazing the game was, and it wasn't.
Well, Modern Warfare 2 was that was the game that actually I think that solidified what Modern Warfare really is. No,
original Modern
that was
Warfare.
The original one. Okay, they did a 2-hour podcast on that.
They did. They really
did. They have devs on it or something?
No, they just wanked over the game for about 3 hours. That was basically.
That seems so on Giant Bomb. Maybe I just tuned that out.
Every now and again they do that. Every now and again they really fall in for the hype, hook, line, and sinker, and they go crazy. They do the same thing with Mass Effect actually. Every time one of those comes out.
Can we make that the unofficial subtitle for this episode? 3 hours of wanking over a game.
That would imply that we talk about video games, which is clearly
just
not
3 hours
true.
of wanking.
Yeah.
3 hours of wanking.
Leave it.
I reject all of those allegations.
Oh God!
All right, that pretty much wraps up this segment. The segment.
You're right.
The sex men of the show.
Mine's in the gutter now.
Yep. These sex men of the show wanking over video games. We will be back in a few minutes to talk about host topics, and then I think we're going to wrap up the show because I don't know about you, but I've got to go take kiddo trick-or-treating. And also hide from all of the people trying to
I've got
demand
to take Sherlock Cat trick-or-treating too.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I've got to go trick-or-treating.
I've got to play games and shut my door and close the lights so I don't get trick-or-treaters.
So that people think you're not home.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back with host topics after this, folks. Do not go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Station podcast. Host topics. We haven't had that for a good long while. Those of you who haven't noticed, we have too many features for the show, so we kind of rotate them in and out. And this time we're doing host topics. So the question is, who would like to go first? Who actually prepared for this show?
I have a Halloween-specific one, so maybe I should go last.
Oh, all right. By all means.
I'll go last.
Is it deliciously ghoulish?
You said you'll go last. What? God damn it, Jesse.
Why speak up first?
Because she's being a dick. Basically.
I didn't want to be called on. It's like math class.
I have this topic, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet.
I know
Jesse,
JP, when we were at the break, found something pretty cool.
All right,
so.
let's hear what
you asshole.
What? I
Hold
called
on,
last, and then
Mr. McDaniels, let's hear.
Hold on. Continue.
Come on, Mr. McDaniels. Let's hear what you have.
Oh, God. So it's not so much as a topic, but you kind of glanced over natural selection, and I just want to know: has anyone on here actually played it?
Yes. The main reason I kind of glossed over it is because I did ridiculously in-depth coverage from their studio like a couple of months back. So I've spoken almost to the point of nausea when it comes to this game. But why? Or what's the topic exactly?
The reason is that the game came out yesterday. I played like maybe 10 minutes of it. How is that? That game just seems so complex to me.
Deliciously old school. Like
that's just gonna like kill cells though. Like someone's gonna buy that, open it up, first 5 minutes just be completely overwhelmed and probably close it, right?
I think you underestimate the number of people that really liked the mod.
Okay.
Like this, I went on last night and there were hundreds of servers and all of them had people on them. It was mind-blowing. This game is #1 seller on Steam at the moment. I'm not sure if it still is. Let's have a check. Oh god, my Steam has just taken over the left monitor as it has a tendency to do. Let's go to best sellers on Steam. Bear in mind that there is currently a sale going on, which has a tendency to affect things just a little bit. Oh, hello. There we go. Top seller. Still Natural Selection 2, just like yesterday. That's quite impressive, isn't it?
Maybe I need to go back into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's above Left 4 Dead 2, 75% off. It's above Walking Dead, XCOM Football Manager, Dead Island, Bioshock, freaking everything. So they have done a pretty stellar job of getting people interested in this. What I will say is that it does a lousy job explaining what the game's all about. Yep.
Yeah. Is there a tutorial for it or anything like that?
There is, but it's a video tutorial, so it's not really all that interactive. The current players, 6,428 currently playing at the moment, and that's the peak, and that's concurrence. So if we look at Steam top games played, I don't even know how you find this. Oh, it's under the Steam stats. Let's scroll down the list. Well, it's not in the top 10 at the moment, not for current players, but it is in the top 20. It's above Killing Floor, it's above Modern Warfare 2, it's above things like Shogun 2, Torchlight 2, Dishonored. It's pretty high up there. So that's impressive.
Doing all right.
Yeah, it's doing all right. The game explains itself kind of badly. It allows you to explore via an exploration mode and lets you just have a look around the map and try and figure out what everything does. And then it also has this video tutorial. But you kind of got to rely on your commander knowing what he's doing, because he can voice chat to you, and he basically, like, I was on last night on any of the rookie-friendly servers, the commander there will usually tell you what to do. So you're playing a foot soldier, and the commander's like, well, this is how this works. We really need you over here to defend this area. And then you just go do it. And then when he gets an upgrade, it's like, I just got this upgrade that lets you do this. Press B to evolve and things like that. So if you've got a really helpful commander, you can learn this game really quickly. If you don't, then it can be a complete clusterfuck.
All right. Maybe I need to jump into it. I love the one line from Kotaku is NS2 is a genius mash of Counter-Strike and StarCraft. I guess that basically fits right into my alley. So maybe I need to play it some more.
It's not, though. Like, they're stupid for saying it. It's yet another pointless.
Well, shit. I guess I'm not playing the game then, TB.
You know what it's a mashup of? Natural Selection 1 and Natural Selection 1. That's what it's a mashup of. It's
okay.
They don't even mention. They say, oh, it's Counter-Strike and StarCraft, like that's somehow clever. Like, thematically, it's like StarCraft, and then you mention the fact that it's like StarCraft as well because of the RTS overview that the commander uses. Okay. And then, how is it like Counter-Strike? In what way? It's
an FPS, obviously.
Oh, it's a first-person shooter. Oh, it's Counter-Strike, right? That's not like Counter-Strike at all.
Maybe so.
Counter-Strike doesn't have fucking aliens that go up the walls and crazy flying stuff and things like that. It's not like Counter-Strike. It's more like Alien vs. Predator crossed with StarCraft. It's like Alien vs. Predator asymmetrical gameplay crossed with StarCraft RTS components for the commander view. And honestly, like, there's games that came before it that did this anyway. Tremulous did this, which was a mod for Quake 2, which was based on a mod called Gloom, which came out prior to, at least Gloom came out prior to Natural Selection 1, which was a mod for Half-Life. There's also a game called Savage, as well as Savage 2.
Savage was fun.
They were the guys who made Heroes of Newerth, eventually. And Savage
Is this anything like Savage?
Yes, it's very much like Savage.
Maybe I'll like it.
Savage. Yeah, it's the way that because Savage took some ideas from Natural Selection, and then Natural Selection 2 took some ideas from Savage and Savage 2. So yeah, It's a very small subgenre of FPS RTS hybrids that kind of cannibalize each other to try and improve it. So recently there was Nuclear Dawn, which is a pretty good game. There's also the Empires mod for Source, which is very much like this. So it's awesome. It's flat out great, and
maybe I'll play some tonight.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a learning curve though, and it really comes down to, is your commander willing to help you? Because if he is, you're gonna have a great time. If he's not, and your commander fucks up, then yeah, you're in the shit. That's the problem with every game like that. So.
Great. I foresee myself just raging then. Once I like understand the game enough to rage, I'll probably start doing it. Mm-hmm. That's what typically happens. So
you can. The thing I love about that game the most is just playing a Skulk, which is the standard alien, and creeping up on the walls, waiting for someone to come up underneath you, just dropping on them and eating them is great.
Nice.
That's fun. It's super fun.
It's awesome to see. I know the dev team for it is quite small, right?
It's about 6 or 7 of them. I went to their studio, and their office is very small. There's about 6 or 7 of them there, and we played the game for like an hour and a bit, and they've been working on this for a long time, a very long time, and I'm so happy to see success. Well. I'm really happy for them. Like, if anyone deserves it, they frickin' deserve it.
Cool. I'll definitely check it out then. So that was my... I guess that was my topic. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a topic, it was just a game.
Games are topics?
Suppose so.
Jesse,
I know nothing about that game, so...
you should try it out. It's really unique and interesting, but it is very much a hardcore-orientated game, and if your commander does the wrong thing, or if you have a bad comm, you are in serious trouble, which is the worst problem with all of those games. It's reliant on one person more than it is the others. The commander has to rely on his troops to do what they're supposed to do, but the troops also have to rely on the commander to build them buildings, research technology, put down spawn points, give them, like, med kits and ammo packs. And if he doesn't do that, then they're in the shit.
So what you're saying is I should play Commander the first second I boot it up, right?
Please never, ever do this, ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
As long as you're streaming.
That's a bad idea.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. All right, Jesse, what do you have for us this week in your magical hat?
Let me look. Oh, it's nothing. No, so we actually sort of talked about this, and it's been bugging me for a while, but ever since, and I think, you know, everyone who's seen it will agree, since we mentioned it earlier, I can briefly brush over it, but the Forward Until Dawn thing is stellar, right?
Yes.
It's very well made, extremely well produced. Everything about it is great. And it's been bugging me that a internet YouTube company made, you know, with backing of like lots and lots of money,
and
made this,
Microsoft and everybody.
But it's like, this is the first time in a long time I've seen something game related, movie, television, whatever-esque. Dun dun dun. That is decent.
Look at it. This is awesome.
That is actually a decent thing, and I'm curious why that is, and why. I mean, is it just a crazy? I don't understand how. Why is it most gaming mainstream stuff sucks?
Because
when it comes to retelling the story,
because it's mainstream.
Exactly. Because they don't get what people want. They always fuck it up.
This is relatively mainstream as well. I mean, this right here is...
This straddles the line. This is something you got to understand. Google is really, really dead set on YouTube having a bunch of content which can compete directly with television in terms of production values. As a result, they have thrown a metric ton of money at companies like Machinima, which is why Machinima Prime actually exists, to create television-level content. Now, I should point out that Machinima Prime has pretty much failed to do that on all counts, with the exception of Forward Until Dawn.
Well,
everything else on that channel is bad.
It's this one, like a lot of it is garbage across the board. But this one thing is really good, and it's like they found the sweet spot of making it feel like, okay, clearly we're in the Halo world, but I also have this like Battlestar Galactica feel going on there as well. And I'm like, this is like the perfect combo, and I'm just mad that no one else has found that yet. And I every time you see something that is movie gaming related or TV gaming related, it always falls flat, always. And I don't know what kind of magic deal with the devil they made here, but it's terrific.
Every now and again, you strike gold. And it seems like they've got enough money, they've got good enough writers, and they're collaborating directly with the guys who made the game, so they know what they're doing. To be fair,
but doesn't that happen on other things too? Like,
apparently not.
If I had money and directors,
they just get the license, and they're like, we want to make. Well, the thing is, and they're also trying to appeal, like those movies that you're talking about. You've got to sell how many tickets? We were talking about movie budgets earlier. Like John Carter budgets $250 to $350 million. That is not how much Halo Unto Dawn costs by any stretch of the imagination. So, I should also point out, by the way, that stuff like Forward Unto Dawn is a gigantic advertising loss leader for both YouTube and for Halo 4. It is it's a giant advertising campaign, and it's a great one. It's a really good one. But movies aren't like that. You've got to make a movie that sells enough tickets in order to actually make the money back, and you pay a shit ton of money to make a movie. So if you make a big budget video game movie, you've got to make it generic, because otherwise people won't watch it.
Yeah,
but generic never works ever.
No, it doesn't. Ever. But they put out. Sorry, I keep interrupting Dodger, and I feel very rude for it.
Cool.
So please make your point.
I was just gonna say that at this point, I've heard so many horror stories about like the right people with the right amount of money coming together to make a project and feeling really passionate about it, and then publishers and advertisers that are already involved in the project saying, okay, you can do this, you can't do this, take this out, put this in, and it just like ruins the feel of it.
Yeah.
So I think when there's less of that, then they wind up creating what they actually intended on making.
Yeah.
And it's really unfortunate that there are so many times that the intended product is kind of skewed.
When you make Forward Unto Dawn, you make it for one demographic in mind, which is gamers. You are trying to sell Halo 4 to as many gamers as possible and generate interest among people that don't care about Halo previously, who are also gamers by default. You're not even trying to draw in people that never played video games, like, my first video game is going to be Halo 4. I find that very unlikely. It's not going to be Halo 4. But you have a market of gamers which is far larger than the actual sales figures of any of these games indicate, that you can bring in, and that people are more interested in Halo 4 now. I'm more interested in Halo 4 now as a result of Forward Unto Dawn. It worked. It did its job. So when you make something aimed at that demographic, you can succeed. When you don't, then that's when you start to run into problems, which is why every movie ever pretty much falls into that trap, because you're not making it for that demographic. And when you do make something for that demographic, like, come up with some examples, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, great example.
Oh.
And to some degree, Kick-Ass as well, also a good example.
Oh,
made for a specific demographic, flop,
right.
over and over again at the box office. Are you surprised that companies like this don't make great kind of geeky movies that are true to the source material?
But then does that mean that movies in general should just not be made from games and instead stick to the media of like TV? Because the 20-minute segments of a Halo 4 show online are more entertaining than half the 2-hour movies that come out.
Why put it on TV? I've got to ask the question, why put it on TV when it's cheaper to put it on YouTube, and you'll get more viewers anyway? Like, think about this for a second. Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn, like, the episode 4, which came out 5 days ago, has 2.6 million views. 2.6 million views. If you look at, like, viewing figures for certain shows and nightly news and things like that,
on,
that's
like, cable
more than
channels?
that. Yeah, that's more than that. You might think that everything that gets watched on cable has 100 million viewers. No, it doesn't. Far from that. This has got more viewers than that, and it's cheaper. You could just put it on YouTube. Webisodes are becoming more popular because it is cheaper to produce, and yet you can actually get a greater return. Whereas television is super niche. This generation isn't watching it. We don't care about TV. We don't sit down and watch TV because it doesn't have what we want on when we want it. It's on-demand culture. It makes perfect sense. This is a great venue for this to be, and I think if you put this on television, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, it would definitely. I think this is just kind of new media coming into play. We'll probably see this more and more.
Yeah, I think so.
Moving forward, because I mean, obviously this was a great
doing
success.
Something? Like
Tom Hanks is always doing
electric
something.
What was it called?
I thought he produced it. Yeah, I saw ads for that. Like it's an animated show. That's sort of steampunky, kind of.
Is it Electric City? Yeah, Electric City.
Does it have to do with World War II or something? Like,
no, it's a post-apocalyptic sci-fi web series published
He
through
plays
Yahoo.
6 characters in it.
Yeah. It's published on Yahoo of all places, which is a really weird place to do it.
It's on Yahoo News. They're like, today in the news, Tom Hanks electrocutes 12 people.
God.
Yeah, it's so they're doing more webisodes now. Great.
Yeah.
If the internet is going to be the venue for this stuff, we get professionally produced material, but we get to watch it in a way that we want, and it is the kind of material that we're interested in as a gaming demographic. Bring it on. Let's have some more.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just remember, of course, that Machinima also made that Mortal Kombat series, which wasn't that bad. Like, that series had its moments.
Aesthetically, it was great.
Yeah. I love the different spin on it. I love the different spin on it.
It's true.
Aesthetically, it was great, is what people who are getting paid to not bash something say when it sucks. Aesthetically, it was great.
This is what I have to
say things like, it was interesting.
Yeah.
It had its flaws.
Yeah, when I talk about platformers, so it's like that. Well, I can see why people would like this. But it's like, I hate this game.
I was trying to look up information about the production company. All I could find are the two producers. What are their names to give credit here? Let me scroll up. It is Josh Feldman and Lydia Antonini. The only thing that Antonini has on IMDb is something called the Great Sketch Experiment, which came out in 2006.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So these are like fresh.
Yeah,
fresh
so
off
I guess
the
these
old
guys are
Grindstone
fresh.
Movie making.
Well, they
So
have a hit on their hands,
on it.
which is really good. So hopefully they'll be able to do that with other games. I tell you what, I would love to see Dishonored series.
That'd be cool.
They need to do more with that world for sure.
Yeah, that's a great world to do it in. I would love to see that.
That game was 8 hours, but it was a great 8 hours.
It's longer than 8 hours if you explore.
I did explore. I didn't even kill anyone, TB.
I spent way longer exploring. It took Jen like upwards of 20 to beat that game, and she found pretty much everything that game has. So, and that was in one playthrough, and she's doing another one now with like pure ultra violence. So,
I don't know. Maybe I need to read.
I watched Jesse pull a really, really good move in his playthrough when we were hanging out. I was showing him Pinterest. He showed me his good moves in Dishonored. It was great.
I can't help but brag. I managed to capture dude and burn his face without killing him, and it felt really good.
Yes, that's a great way to solve that bit. I did that too. It's awesome.
It felt really good to not kill anyone. I was like, yeah, what up?
I did the entire playthrough without killing anyone, and there are some flaws with that though. Like, if someone touches water and you're holding them, they die.
They die, yeah.
If their foot touches water, they die.
Yeah.
So
Not to mention the awkward points of, I'm going to knock this guy out, and then you hear like some squeaking noises, and then there's rats eating his corpse. Like, fuck!
Yeah, exactly. Like, that happened a couple times too.
You got to be a bit careful where you leave your bodies in that one. But
I didn't play through the game using any of the... I didn't kill anyone, so I didn't use anything except for just the chokehold. But
darts.
There was a video out. I'm trying to remember where it was at, but it was of I think it was a European guy who like basically used everything. It was at the outside level where walkers are. I think it was right outside.
Yeah, that was awesome. Where you combine pretty much all the powers together.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, shit. Maybe I need to go back and actually use some of the stuff because it looked really awesome.
Yeah,
it was one fluid movement through the entire little area. Yeah. And he used everything. It was really sweet to see that. I wish I knew who to give credit to for that, but I don't know it off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't.
All right.
So maybe I need to go back.
Dodger, you have this topic, so...
Yeah, I wanted us to round off on a Halloween-y note.
Okay.
So my topic is, what sort of monsters, creatures, whatever sort of scary things in a game are the most scary to you? Like, what affects you the most when you interact with it in a game that's supposed to be scary?
I would say the things you don't know or can't see.
Yeah.
That's always the scariest for me.
That's an easy answer, really, isn't it? Because if you see it up close, it's not really that terrifying, especially if you can fight it. If you know how to fight it, then it ceases to be worrying. The scariest part of Doom 3 was like the first 20, 30 minutes where you're not actually seeing enemies, but you're hearing them. And the sound assets in that game are incredible. And if you've got surround sound on or headphones, it's in the dark, and it's super atmospheric, and that's terrifying. But then once you start to get into just the run and gun stuff, it's like, oh, it's a scary looking monster. Bang, shotgun. We don't care anymore.
Yeah. I kind of spoiled myself with Amnesia, because like the first time I encountered one of the, whatever you call them, the creatures in that, I literally was just like, fuck it, I'm going to walk up and see what this thing actually is. And then after that, I was like, oh, it's one of these bumbling idiots where I could just run real quick and I'll get away from them. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen too many photoshops of those guys. Who just
yeah. Once you see him, it's like, oh, it's happy face guy with his little face.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not scary. And the same thing works with all scary games. It's the not knowing what's coming after you, and that's why I still to this day claim that Fatal Frame is the scariest game ever made, because you're in a room with things and you can't ever
see them unless you stare through this camera and stay stationary.
And they're always right in front of your face. So it's a constant, like when you click those links, like, hey, some guy sent me a tweet the other day, like, dude, someone has a costume of you. I'm like, what? Click, and it's loud noise, scary face thing. I'm like, son of a, right? It's that kind of stuff every single time.
Jump scares.
And
I still think
that is Fatal Frame.
I honestly think Resident Evil was, like, the original Resident Evil was probably one of the scariest games that I played, I guess, in my childhood.
That was scary because the controls were terrible, and it was impossible to get away
everything was terrible back then. No one knew what the fuck they were doing in game development compared to these days. You can't use that.
Apparently, looking at Resident Evil 6, they still don't.
But opening the door and, like, I remember the hallway scene where you're just walking and, like, the zombie dog would jump through the window, and that was like some of the first times you've seen that in a game.
The funny thing is that was done prior to that in a very similar fashion with Alone in the Dark. The first part of Alone in the Dark, that if you stayed too long in the first room, then hellhounds would jump through the window, and that was terrifying. But you could push a cupboard in front of it so that they couldn't get through, which was awesome. And I mean, obviously, Resident Evil took a lot of cues from Alone in the Dark. Like, it's actually a very similar game. So.
Sure.
But that was scary.
I didn't even play. I was watching my brother play that game because I was too, like, I guess not terrified.
I played it when I was little and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, there's this thing about scary games where, like, I actually think games can be scarier than movies because you're the one doing the things. You're the one moving forward. In a movie, it's going to happen regardless of if you want it to or not. I guess you can pause it, but in like a game, you're the one that has to move forward. So you're making those decisions and those actions. So I think that for that reason, like, games can always be scarier than a movie. But there really hasn't been, like, a scarier... Amnesia and Slenderman are, like, the only thing that comes up to mind that have been really good recently in terms of scariness. And Slenderman was kind of
System
scary
Shock 2
too.
is pretty damn terrifying.
Yeah, but that's a little bit older, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's great as a result. System Shock 2 is... I couldn't really play more than 20 minutes of that game in a session because it was just...
Really?
Yeah, it was constantly evil because, like, not only were you being hunted by this absolutely psychotic AI that, you know, was really, really scary, but all of the monsters were really twisted and they'd screech out really horrible things because a lot of them were just, like, twisted abominations of crew members and they'd be screaming for help and things like that. Oh, that game. And your weapons could break. That was scary. It was like, it had resource management in it. It was obviously a more complex version of BioShock. So it had resource management and crafting, but your weapons could break. You were really shit at fighting for a very long time. So, yeah.
Dead Space was a good scary game. I forgot about that. The first one. The second one was not so much, but...
Yeah, second was a bit
Dead Space, the scariest part of Dead Space is the comm transmissions. They're the jump scares of that game, where you're just like, walking along, everything's good. It's like,
and suddenly it pops. Yeah.
Holy balls, that's annoying.
The music in that game too, like the audio cues for that was so good. It was so, it was just always quiet. Something crazy would go on, and it would have like that real high pitched shrill that would scare you even more.
The
it was
space
just
babies
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Space Bulbasaurs.
Those
things
good.
are assholes.
Dude, those are my favorite creatures that I've interacted with so far in that game. I love the babies.
But the thing that I think there's diminishing returns when it comes to the scares in games like Slender or Amnesia, because after a while, like, Slender becomes less about being afraid of the guy and more pissed off that he won't let you just click those damn 8 notes.
Exactly.
You're like, dude, leave me alone. I just want your 8 notes, you dick. Like, it's, and you can see that in anyone who plays the videos of it. Like, the longer they play, the less they're scared, the more they're just like, I'm going to flip a table if this asshole doesn't leave me alone. And that's the problem, I think, with not upping the ante. And that's why I like games where early on you don't see anything. And the longer they keep that going where you never see the bad guy, the better it is. Like, those, like, even movies where whatever the evil thing is, you just never see it and it's just constantly terrifying people. Those are always the best. Always. And that's why, what's the movie where they, like, film and it's the bedroom, and it is
Paranormal activity.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why like
3
that's
hours
like
of
not
nothing
seeing
happening.
anything, right? Like that's why people were scared, even though they won't admit it. Like, cause you didn't see anything, and it was like you're waiting for something to happen. You're always tense, like, oh my god, and then
You never get the payoff in that. It's horrible.
right? And but that
I loved the first one.
build up is why people are like, oh my god, so scary. And
I think
I don't
there's
know,
Sure.
Sorry, go ahead,
for
Dodger.
me, like, if I were to answer my own question, it would be things that crawl on the ceiling, like,
Oh.
are all
Yeah.
like I
And
can know what it
move
looks like. I
unnaturally.
can know exactly how it acts and behaves, but I will always be terrified if I hear some sort of a crunchy sound. I'm just like, oh no, is there something above me? That's like instantaneously terrifying to me. I don't care how dark it is.
Yeah.
TB was onto something,
Yeah,
man.
stuff that doesn't move naturally.
Oh
Stuff
man,
that moves like slightly faster, like because they use this a lot in horror films, where if something, some kind of a weird abomination moves, it will move in an unnatural way,
Kind of like
So,
weird.
two
like that.
instances, like
The Ring is a good
The
example.
Ring and The Grudge are the
Yes.
two examples I was going to.
Yeah,
yes.
two really good
When
examples.
the thing walks down on Grudge, like backwards and shit.
Oh yeah,
Backwards,
and you remember
yeah.
the noise that it makes as well. Let me see if I can do it.
I have a
It's
weird-
something like
Yeah, exactly. I have a really weird,
I
I
love
was
that.
like, fuck.
I guess experience, but my reaction to horror is that I laugh. So during The Grudge, I
Right,
saw it in
right.
the
When it's
theater.
really horrifying, you're just like you have to release.
Yeah,
like
like
laughter.
that I laugh.
We
I
got
said,
drunk
entire
while
Grudge
watching The
movie.
Grudge on a projector, and it actually made it far, far scarier. Like, we lost all because we were supposed to laugh at it, but we just ended up being terrified.
just like
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah.
But during the entire movie, I'm just like laughing, and everyone else is like, "Who's this fucking idiot in the front row?" Just
You're
like,
an
laughing?
asshole. Like, you don't go to horror movies
I know,
in
I
a
felt- that's why I
movie
don't
theater
go
and
anymore.
laugh. That makes you
I
a
was in high
dick.
school at the time, but anyways, when that thing walked down, I was just like, I wasn't laughing at all. I was just like, "Fuck this movie, man! That
yeah.
thing scared the shit out of me."
I'll tell you, man, I still maintain that the American Grudge is scarier than the American Ring because it's unrelenting. Like, even there's one part of that movie that I remember very, very clearly because it seemed like the only safe part of the movie. Because you know in horror movies you're waiting for the safe part where it's like,
Right.
okay, it's stuff.
Yeah.
And she was on a bus. And then suddenly she sees the face of the thing in like the reflection of another bus passing. I'm like, why won't you let me relax? And
Yeah.
if a game can do that, then that's wonderful. The thing is, like, even Amnesia fails in that regard, because Amnesia has safe areas as well. I think at the end of my Amnesia play, when I got to this really serene area where it let you relax, it's like, if you want to make a truly scary horror game, you keep the pacing up and you never make the player feel safe, ever.
Yeah.
And, like, the more often than not in games, you feel safe, because you know it's a safe area. You know there's nothing going to happen there, and as a result, it's nowhere near as terrifying.
Yep.
There, last week, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, one of my favorite shows, did a Halloween episode.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a moment in that episode where, I won't spoil anything, but a woman comes, like, bursts through a door and does that exactly. She's like that weird spider walk thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And she does that, like, creepy scream, not a scream thing.
Yeah.
And even though it's a comedy show, that still frightens me because I'm like, that people shouldn't be doing that.
Don't do that. It's mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that pretty much covers like everything we're scared of in video games. Are all horrible, gigantic
Sharks.
pussies. So there you go.
The,
Sharks
the
too.
other
Don't-
answer that
don't
a lot of people I know say is children. Just
Yeah,
like
Children?
children in
Weird,
any
freaky
capacity
kids.
for some
Oh,
reason
yeah.
are always more terrifying than
I
adults.
have the perfect.
Yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Hold on. Let me TB start wrapping up. I gotta find this picture real quick to show you. See how freaked out you guys are.
Yes, JP
Oh, the
McDaniel.
hell with this. I don't
No, I have no intention
No,
of doing
it's not.
that.
It's not like a big jump. It's not
No,
a big
fuck
jump.
that.
Is it just like a kid with a machine gun? Because that'd be pretty badass.
No, fuck. I gotta find this real quick. Here it is. So my tweet for this was WTF over and over and over. There. I just pasted it to you guys.
Oh, no. You go look first, Dodger.
All right,
It's-
I'll do it. I'll click it.
No,
No.
it's just
Sorry,
no.
we couldn't find that link.
really.
404.
Because you have a plus sign in it. Is that even a like?
I'm pretty sure that you're not supposed to put
I
that
guess
in
I
there.
fat fingered the plus. Whatever. I just linked the image cover version of it.
There we go. All right, Dodger can go have a look at it.
I don't want to see it.
It's so weird.
I don't want to see it.
What is that?
Is this something that I should put on the overlay for everyone to see? Is this something I should
I
replace
don't
Jesse
wanna see
Cox's
it.
face with?
So weird.
I don't want to see it.
Okay, I'm gonna click this
I'm
link.
done. That reaction told me everything I needed to
Oh,
know.
Jesus Christ, what the hell?
So once everyone sees this, I'll tell you what it is, and it is not what you think it is. It has nothing to do with horror in any way, shape, or form.
But that really freaks me out one way or the other. Okay, I'm adding this. I'm going to replace Jesse Cox's face with this for the rest of the show.
I don't. Oh no! What is it?
All right,
I don't want to see it.
Okay, which is Jesse? Which is Jesse? It's that one. All right. It does. Oh, it doesn't animate in XSplit because it thinks it's a JPEG.
Oh no! Just screen capture it.
What the hell is that?
I guess I could. Hang on.
Is it a butter man? Is it a man made of butter?
All right. Screen region coming in for this.
So people in
Wait,
chat, a lot of people in
butter
chat know
caveman.
what it is.
There we go. I've replaced Jesse Cox's face with it.
God, it's so.
Oh my god, that is creepy.
So, as you're watching this, this is from an ice cream commercial.
Oh my god.
There's ice cream with this. It's some type of ice cream.
How the hell with all this? I'm done. I'm done. Fuck it.
It's so weird, but it's to sell ice cream, some type of baked ice cream. Or something. I just can't stand looking at it though.
I don't even.
Jesse's been taken over by the ice cream baby.
Oh man.
Welcome back, Jesse.
Welcome.
I can't. That's horrifying.
It is.
Oh god. All right, let's wrap this goddamn thing up, shall we? So, yeah, before we wrap it up, let's just let you know a little bit of what's going on in the game station. Currently, if you head over to game station right now, there is a Halo trivia show hosted by Naked Eli, so that's definitely worth checking out. Assassin's Creed 3 review hosted by Dodger, which will be a pack of lies because she's a shill and all that.
Bah.
True story. And also, you've been busy this week because you've just done System Shock Lore over on youtube.com/lore, which I believe should be up by the time that this is done. So that should be good.
Man, that was a long one too. I had to re-record that one like so many times to get it down to a minute. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, by all means, by all means. All right. So, what are you doing this week, JP? I think I know what you're doing this week, but you can tell them anyway.
Yeah, so content is kind of
wife's just looming over me. Like, what the hell?
Content's kind of come to a stop. Tomorrow, I live in Dallas, but in downtown Dallas, MLG will be putting on an event. I used to work at MLG full time, but I'll be producing, as always, the 2 StarCraft streams this weekend. So I guess content will kind of be back on Monday-ish, back to the normal channel.
That's a disturbingly similar thing to what's going on with me, because I'll be doing exactly the same damn thing. I too will be in Dallas, although I'm actually sticking around because I'm also going to be doing Lone Star Clash, so I'm going to be in Austin for a week. Don't worry, that doesn't mean no content. I have an apartment with an editing rig all set up in Austin, and I'm probably going to go visit Angry Joe, so that should be fun. So yeah, there may be Angry Joe content. That might happen, as he's awesome. So yeah, that's where I'll be. Please do remember to tune in to Major League Gaming Dallas, which is looking to be an amazing StarCraft, League of Legends, and Halo lineup. They're doing Halo this time. So
yeah, if you guys, let me put on my shill hat real quick. Halo 4 is having its first ever tournament. I think this is the kind of the big reveal for a lot of the competitive stuff that they're doing this weekend. So if you want to watch Halo 4, it's I think it's free to watch all the streams, at least at 480. So
I'm hang on a second. All right, I'm just gonna keep
What?
this.
Oh God, what is he doing?
If he comes back as an ice cream man, I am quitting this podcast.
Well, no, I heard Jenna laughing in the background. I was like, man, if Jenna is the ice cream baby, this is gonna be scary as shit.
The thing is, someone
great.
goes, "Why is that so scary?" It's just a commercial for ice cream. What?
Just looks weird, man. That's all it is.
Yes. What's happening right now?
What?
TB, you have looked. This is probably the best you've ever looked.
That isn't me.
Oh,
Guys, That is not me. That is, in fact, Orion's costume, so...
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's
skeleton.
Is he an Asian skeleton?
There's a story behind this. This costume, like, part of this costume comes from Korea. It was sent by... JP's going to know who this is. It was sent by Crank, MMA, and Ryung as a gift, basically, for our hospitality. So this is half a Korean kind of Halloween costume with a scary skull jester mask. So there you go.
I love it.
So he's a Korean ghost.
Yes, basically. You can leave now if you wish.
He's the only ghost who is good at StarCraft 2.
Indeed.
Bye.
Should have had your kid dress up as this weird white thing where he goes like this on his head and scoops it up and eats it.
Oh, the hell with all that.
I'm just hoping that I've put my camera back in the right place.
That's in my brain now. That's in my brain.
Jesse, it's gonna live under your bed as you sleep tonight. He's just gonna.
Well, at least I'll have ice cream. At least I'll have ice cream.
So it means I need to go very soon because I will be accompanying him as well as the missus on this trick-or-treating expedition. So I'll be going pretty quickly. Dodger, what are you up to this week? What's going on?
Gaming news. We got some Testament of Sherlock Holmes going up.
Yep.
And I'm finally re-recording my DIY stuff. And on Dexterity bonus, got coffee every day. And I am really close to 40K followers on Twitter at Dex Bonus if you want to follow me.
Not at Dexterity Bonus as I tweeted earlier.
Not at Dexterity Bonus. At just
Dex Bonus. At Dex Bonus. So go follow Dodger on Twitter, please. Jesse, what's up? What's going on? What's happening?
Lots of videos of fun and entertainment. Terraria, we have a bunch of really spooky episodes this week.
They're not at all spooky.
They're spooky.
Yeah, there's 2 more episodes of Terraria that we haven't shown you yet, so that will be coming this weekend.
And then more Dishonored, and Revelations 2012 finishes with the most epic finish to any game ever. I know TB didn't beat the game, but I want to let you know. I want to let everyone know. Watch the last episode because it's the funniest thing ever in existence.
Yep.
Like it's. I can't even. When they show photos of the team that made the game, you're just like, this explains so much. So, yeah, and just a whole bunch of good, awesome funness, and that.
Yep, should be good. And yeah, as I said, I'm going to MLG Dallas, so I'll be away this weekend, and then I'll be in Texas for a week. Then I'm doing Lone Star Clash. Then I'm coming back. Content will be regular. I believe Zook is going to fill in for a couple of episodes of Content Patch, so you can expect him to guest host that show. My new show has started. It is called Content Patch. It's having teething problems, but we're getting there. So I think it's a pretty good show. It's replacing Mailbox, so that's caused a lot of anger as usual, but that's to be expected. You can check out the first 2 episodes of that over on my channel, which is, of course, well, right there, as are the rest of our channels. And a couple of WTF Primal Carnage videos coming out tomorrow. I also have interview and gameplay from Interstellar Marines, and of course I've got Terraria, and something else which I can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure I did other things, but there you go, folks. That pretty much wraps us up for the Game Station podcast. Please do go check out youtube.com/thegamestation for more content. If you're watching this on the Game Station channel, then you probably should have realized that anyway, but I know how gormless you guys can be. Please do check out our channels. You can find them right below. And our Twitter. Follow me at TotalBiscuit or at CynicalBrit. At Dex Bonus for Dodger, at Jesse Cox and at OMFG Catter for Jesse Cox, and at ItMeJP, which is a really terrible Twitter name.
ItMeJP!
It's the best, TB.
It's awful.
I'm like a duck.
Yes. Mr. McDaniels, I shall see you this weekend. Everyone
Indeed.
else, I shall hopefully see you there. If you happen to be in Dallas, do come and say hi. Please don't do it while I'm commentating. You don't want to be the new you Total Biscuit guy. Let's just not do that. What are you? I don't even want to know what you're drawing on your face. We're done, folks. Game Station Podcast is done.
She's me!
This is the end of the TGS podcast.
Not
Goodbye.
nearly as attractive, but she's close.
Goodbye.
You can't censor me, TB.
I can't wait until the next Assassin's Creed 4 when it's the same trailer, except he's now on Normandy. It's D-Day. He's in Normandy on the beach wearing the exact same robe. And soldiers are like,
looking at him
what
like,
the hell is this guy doing?
And then the
amazing.
dubstep comes in, and you're just like, what the fuck?
He's just backflipping over tank traps and killing Nazis.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Done.